Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Shells from Zero Challenge on the live stream series where we're trying to beat this amazing RPG on Nightmare Mode without ever changing our starting gear. If you want to watch these challenges from Zero time, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Boot that bell button to stay notified. Now, in the previous stream, we managed to actually make some good progress on the main story in this chapter. Actually, a fairly tricky boss battle where we can only use Lloyd without changing any equipment, and it all revolved around making good use of consumable items. And now we are going to be making our way on over to the law office to see what's next. But one thing I'm noticing is that now that we have the information ports, it seems that we're able to actually see some of the treasure chests on the map, which is really cool to see. Apparently there's one right in this corner here. Let's take a look. Hello, Copper Nicholson. Thanks for dropping by. How's it going? Oh, wow. I never would have seen that. Look at that, chat. Come on, it's just over this railing. I know. We should hop over this fence and get it. I don't think we're allowed to do that. Darn it. Is there a connection here? Wait a minute. What are we doing here? I have an idea. Yeah, look, chat. Look. There's like this hidden path. Yes! Wow, that is a hidden path. I don't know if I would have ever imagined that without actually having to have information here. What is this? What? It's a quartz? Hold on, man. What does this do? I need to know. Displays enemies on the minimap. Oh. I don't know how useful that is. I mean, unless we have like an open slot somewhere. Not really. Yeah, we are kind of speccing into space with Lloyd and Mirage, so it might be beneficial for him to. But then again, I guess that's a question for later. You're all be staying here the whole night. You're all be meeting up for some shows. All right, fair enough, Copper Nicholson. It's been over 2 weeks since you touched your IT courses. I mean, Copper Nicholson, are you still on track to meet your goal? Spartan Collins has a cleaning service. Okay. Wait. Did she say Sammy? Hold on. No, go back. Okay, never mind. That again, I guess that was Milliam's name for that, so I guess that's not quite related. Let's get on over to, well, no, not the general store, to Grimwood Law Office. Let's see what's up. Continue the main story. Forget something, detective? Oh, wow. Oh, wow, he uses that as a face portrait. All right. Oh, pardon me. I mistook you all for someone else. Welcome to the Grimwood Law Office. How can I help you today? This is interesting. Oh, well, Copper Nicholson, I think that's a shame, dude. It seems like a good opportunity, and it'd be a real shame to waste it just because you wanted to watch some cartoons. That's just my opinion, though, dude. No need to hold back. If you have a question, ask away. You four look quite young. Have you gotten in some trouble with loans? Wow, that's topical. That is topical. Red, what do you think we are, college students? Actually, yeah, about that. I mean, I guess technically. Oh, come on, people. Or perhaps you're looking to open up a business together. Come now, ask me anything. Copper Nicholson, it's not about the grades, dude. It's about getting the certificate so that opens doors for potential old jobs. That's why I'm saying, like, it'd be a shame to just waste that opportunity. No, sir. It's nothing like that. This guy's got a lot of energy for an old man. So this is the famous Grizzly Graham. I see the rumors are true. Hold on. Now that I've taken a closer look, I can't help but feel as if I've seen you somewhere before, young man. Are you one of the kids that used to live in this neighborhood? Yeah. Wow, you remember me? That's right. I lived in one of the apartment complexes here about 3 years ago. Allow me to properly introduce myself. My name is Lloyd. I mean, Copper Nicholson. Have you talked with your counselor or therapist about it, Copper Nicholson? What did they have to say? Let me introduce myself. My name is Lloyd Bannings. So you did live here. Yes, that explains why you look so familiar. Wait. Bannings? Then, could you be Guy Bannings' younger brother? Huh? Yeah, I am. You knew my brother then? Alright, well, if your therapist is recommending this, Copper Nicholson, then fair enough. Just make sure to tell your therapist when the due date is and see what they have to say to make sure that, you know, you're doing right by your, you know, physical and mental health, but you're also doing right by also trying to achieve your goal. It's all a balance. You knew my brother then? More than just knew him. Oh, did they used to be co-workers? Never mind. I suppose your hero is just important. No! Tell us, Grimwood! Tell us! Come on in. You can still fill me in on the details once we take a seat. Oh, and where are my manners? I'm Ian Grimwood, lawyer and head of this law firm. I see. I was wondering when I would meet the special support section that Sergey told me he was putting together. I mean, but surely Copper Nicholson and have you at least discussed that there is a due date for what you're working on and how that ties into things? Oh yes, now that I think about it, I read an article in the Crossbell Times about you. You certainly showed some diligence and spunk right out the gate, didn't you? Sounds like her first job might have been a little exaggerated. So Guy's younger brother is a police officer too. My, how wonderful. I can only imagine this is Adios as well. Mr. Grimwood, can I ask what your relationship was with my brother? Well, the same one I expect you and I will have. Guy used to drop by occasionally to share and exchange all sorts of information with me. As I'm sure you know, he was an incredibly talented detective. So I wager he ended up helping me far more than I was able to help him. That doesn't answer my question though, Copper Nicholson. Have you at least discussed that there is still a goal you're trying to achieve? Even that's theme. And how that ties into things. It's one thing to, you know, take some time off if you have the time to take off, but it's another thing to just ignore responsibility. And right now, you might have some time. I'm just trying to make sure that, I'm just wondering if you've discussed with the therapist also trying to achieve the goal. That's all. But yeah, perfectly fine to take a break if you got the time there. Wait a moment. Lloyd, your older brother is a detective? Heck, man, why didn't you tell us about it? Oh, sorry, guys. I guess it just never came up. Besides, Guy's no longer with us. You mean he was killed on the line of duty? About 3 years ago now. Oh. And that explains why you left Crossbell. What happened to Guy was truly tragic. Believe it or not, I've conducted my own investigations into that particular incident. Sadly, any leads that may exist eluded me. Is that so? Well, let's put that aside for now. It's not why I would come here today. I still have the feeling that Guy might not actually be dead. Guy might actually, like, it could very well still be the case that Guy is doing something behind the scenes that goes against Lloyd's conception of him. Alright. Alright. Fair enough, Copper Nicholson. I'm glad that you're still talking with your counselor about this, and I'm glad that you're trying to take care of yourself as well, and that's all very good. And Legos are very fun. I remember when I was younger, especially, I used to build like Lego castles and like I think even the Eiffel Tower at one point. Lego Star Wars was fun too. Mr. Grimwood, we've explained our situation to you. Is there anything you can share with us pertaining to Ravouche or its recent activities? Ravouche? There's a name surrounding by nothing but sinister rumors. Illegal dealings with both the Empire and the Republic. The selling of stolen goods, mirror laundering, weapon trafficking, even operating as the middleman for hiring mercenaries. I'd say it's more than likely that they take advantage of Crossbell's unique situation to aid them in each and every one of their long list of crimes. What do you mean by unique situation? What he means is, while trade and commerce have grown exponentially over the past few years, Crossbell's political foundation is quickly deteriorating, right? Well put. Crossbell and politics are currently in an extremely fragile state. The majority of politicians choose to align themselves with either Empire or Republic, and are nothing more than greedy, power-hungry leeches. Even if some kind of legislation to crack down on Ravouche was proposed, it would never pass. There's simply too many Diet members in their pocket. Ouch. For real? Darn. Unfortunately, he's correct. The number of Diet members tied to the Mafia is higher than I'd like to admit. How does Elie know that? That's likely the main reason the police can't touch them. Interesting. The issue seems quite complicated, or perhaps I am simply too young to understand. No, Tio, you're smarter than everyone else here. Does this mean Ravouche can commit any crime they want with no repercussions? No, it hasn't gotten to that point yet. If the government were to turn a blind eye to any obvious crimes on their part, I'm sure it would send crossbellians and our surrounding nations into an uproar. Therefore, Ravouche has been very careful to avoid directly interfering with the citizenry's daily lives. Interesting. However, as long as they don't actually cross that line, the CPD won't lay a finger on them. Yeah, so what that basically means is if we can basically bring this into the light, maybe they'll be forced to actually act on it. Really interesting to see. They've overlooked so many of Ravouche's smaller crimes that they can't see what they will add up to. This can't be real. Reality ain't so pretty. I see. Alright, fair enough, Copper Nicholson, that makes sense. Also, you mentioned some TV shows you're going to be watching, so what shows are you guys going to be watching, just out of curiosity? So I know there's a lot of great shows out there nowadays, it's just that I've definitely not been able to keep up. Why don't this says Neon's lights there? Demons lurking in the shadows. And I only wonder what sort of information is inside those highly classified documents. Why do you want to know that, Tio? Anyway, that's essentially all I know about Ravouche. However, I need to mention that the situation with the Mafia is taking a turn. Am I familiar with the 90s science fiction show known as Beast Wars? I think I've heard of it. I've never actually seen it, though. What's it about? Really? Could you explain? I hear that even the CPD has only just acquired this intel. But apparently, a new faction strong enough to oppose Ravouche has recently surfaced. By all accounts, they are quite powerful indeed. A new faction? Surely it's not the Bracer Guild, right? No, this new faction isn't a threat to Ravouche because they're looking to bring them to justice. They're a threat because they're in the same line of business. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, chat, what group do you think it's going to be? I'm thinking it's going to be Ouroboros, because Ouroboros is the group that is affecting everything, at least behind the scenes in Trails of Cold Steel. And I almost wonder if they might be tied somehow to what's happened in Crossbell as well. Then again, it might not be called Ouroboros, but it's always possible that they're connected. You see, there's a powerful organization that operates out of the Republic's eastern quarter, and it's already managed to worm its way into Crossbell. What? You're certain of this? Yes, previous rumors to this organization turned out to be true, so I have no reason to step forward at this point. They're called Elie. Just recently, a new commercial unit registered under the name Huey Train opened for business in the Harbor District. I knew there was something sus about how that shop that we couldn't enter in the Harbor District. Elie? Name certainly seems to be of Eastern origins. Things go south. It'd mean a war between two organized crime groups. The fights we've seen between the street gangs would be nothing compared to that. You're absolutely right. At the very least, there haven't been overt signs of dispute between the two groups just yet. However, I wouldn't be surprised if they began battling each other outside the public eye. The first decision seems to be keeping a close eye on the whole thing. Interesting. You don't say. So the man with glasses who left right when we arrived was... Yes, that was Detective Dudley from the 1st Division. Coincidentally, he was asking me any questions on the same topic. Coincidence indeed. Interesting. Lloyd, what are you doing? Why are you staring off into space? Why are you using the ellipses? You went all quiet all of a sudden. Let me guess, you know something? Yeah, I still need some time to sort it out in my head, though. Thank you very much, Mr. Grimwood. Oh, wait a minute. Are they saying that maybe Mr. Dudley is working for Huey? Possible. The Beast Wars is about two factions of alien robots trapped such time ships on a prehistoric Earth. The planet is rich with natural resources. They fight to survive. The environment is harmful to their natural evolved forms. So on the planet, they must take on the forms of animals and reptiles and frogs and birds. Oh, interesting. All right. So what you're saying is it's like Transformers, but more like transforming into different creatures. Interesting. All right. Well, have fun watching that, Copper. Without your help, we wouldn't be able to find the lead we need to move forward with our investigation. I'm just glad to be of assistance. Lloyd's always been a tremendous help to me, so personally, I'll be praying for your success. If you ever run into any problems, you're welcome to stop by here anytime. I have the feeling that we're going to need a lawyer at some point during this game. Like, we're gonna have, like, maybe the police commissioner coming up against us and be like, we can't let them move forward with this is preposterous. And then Mr. Rimwood's like, no, we need to do what's right for the community. So, what's the best course of action? Should we go back to the SSS building and sort through all the information we gathered? Good idea. Yeah, something's really bothering Lloyd. I have the feeling that maybe Detective Huntley was trying to cover things up. Before we do that, now's the time to wrap up any unfinished business we still have to take care of. If my hunch about the truth of these instances is correct, well, let's just say we're in for a bumpy ride. Oh, is that like an indication that we're reaching a point of no return? Well, we'll just have to buckle up then, won't we? Interesting. Oh, okay, so it's Power Transformers, just a different show in the timeline. Alright, that's cool. Anyhow, let's head back to the base once we cross off everything on our to-do list. Sound good? Yeah, that does. That is my case. Alright, looks like we might be reaching a point of no return, chat. So, I think the smart thing to do, first things first, is to actually... So they say return to base and sort things through. Before we do that, let's go get on funds. We have 2,000 Mira. Let's take a look at anything we can synthesize. Actually, we should synthesize some slots for some of the other members. Who should we give Eagle Eye to? I feel like Eagle Eye would probably be best on one of our casters. Just trying to think who would benefit from this the most. So probably Tio, since Tio seems to be more built to be a caster. Actually, wait, I take it back. Apparently Elie has the most ATS out of everyone, so... Alright, let's upgrade Elie's slots. Really? One of the first 100% CGI cartoons of its time. That's impressive. Especially around that time in history. CGI was expensive back then. Really hard to pull off. Alright. Here you go. Actually, should we do... Yeah, no, it should be in the same line. Alrighty. Unfortunately, I don't think we can open up any new lines. We just don't have the ice ports for it. Alright. Well, might as well give Elie Eagle Eye ports. That will let us see enemies on the main map, so that'll be nice. But more importantly, some more space and Mirage. Hopefully give Elie some better arts to make use of. Oh, there we go. Innocence Arch. Pure stat down. Oh, ooh. Could be useful. Maybe we get another spaceports on Elie. Give her like a harder hitting thing. Actually, EP cut would probably be pretty good for her. Actually, was it Spaceport? Yeah, I think it's Spaceport, so... Let's take a look. supports. Changing HP to EP cut. And hopefully... Actually, I think we wanted to eat the HP so that she'd have... Does that have TR? It does. Anyone else have TR? Tio has TR, but I mean, Ellie's the medics. What will EP cut give us? So we get 2 in that. It doesn't quite give us anything. Get Chrono down. Unfortunately, I think having water here actually has a little bit more utility between Isolated Ledge and that. Shame though. If we had a little more Sepith, I might open up another slot for Elie so that she can have both. Actually, how much do we need for another slot for Elie? That's honestly not too much. A couple of battles would easily get us there. Alright. You know what, chat? Since we might be approaching a point of no return, I think it's worthwhile to go back to the Geofront again, just to get things all squared away. Hey, for our characters here. But then I don't know what's gonna happen, but just in case we get locked out, our ability to like go buy things or stuff. Wanna be safe. Alright. That's good to see. Alright, let's put Tio up front. And get ourselves some monsters to fight. Alright, let's do this. We just need, I think, like 20 or 30 in each phase. Alright, we have the advantage. Let's do this. Oh, that's going to take a little bit longer than I thought. Alright, well, that's why we're here, though. Need more Sepith. Alright, everyone beats them up. Everyone uses their spells. Now good. Oh, we got actually 4 water from that. That's good. Actually, yep. Oh dear. That was my attention down. Well, at least Lloyd will get to go twice. That doesn't hurt. No. Alright. We get Rush. Down Lloyd. Alright, and again. Just out of range. Fine. So for normal attack. Keeping them. Alright, at least we got some Sepith, that's good. Maybe sometime Copper Nicholson. I'm quite busy this week. But I'll definitely keep that in mind. Thanks for the recommendation. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. That's my ambush. Oh, and it's 2 of them. Yes. One turn, please. One turn. Yes. Perfect. That's what we want to see. Fortunately, not as much stuff as there would have liked, but at least we got through them. Yeah. Oh, something I forgot to mention at the start of the stream, chat. So, obviously, Thursday's a Heartwell Dev stream, but next week there's no stream since I'll be on vacation. So, just a heads up, after Thursday's stream, the next stream would not be next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after that. So, just want to make sure you're all aware of that. In case you're wondering, it's like, where's Antomicx? I'm just on vacation. Oh really? The animation's a lot like the Cold Steel games. You mean like what we're seeing right here, Copper Nicholson, where it's like, it looks 3D, but it's really just, you know, more 2D graphic. Well, it's really just 2D that's portraying 3D. Oh Oh, you mean full skill too. Alright. Oh. No! No, I don't want to be ambushed. No. No. How dare. Alright, mister. You asked for this. Elie. Elie, I need healing. Alright, 1 second. Ah, that's better. What would you people do without me? I'm not sure, Elie. I'm not sure. Because you are our combat medic. By the way, chat, something I was thinking of, like, I'm actually really kind of impressed with the main 4 characters here, just from a game design standpoint, alright? Because on the surface, you would think, like, oh, well, what do we have here? We obviously have our generic, all-around person, we have our attacker, we have our caster, and we have our healer. Like, this is, like, clearly just standard RPG tropes, right? However, what I find interesting about this is these, like, these classes are designed in such a way that seems to make them break out from the standard tropes. For example, with Tio's stats, coupled with, well, I mean, not her stats, but the fact that she's focused on, like, the Earth Quartz, which seems to be a bit more, I think she's the one that's focused on the Earth Quartz, right? No, she's focused on more. But, okay, what's interesting about Tio is she's focused on the Water Quartz, but the Water Quartz is not like the offense-based quartz, that's fire. But with water, it's focused on, like, giving more HP and other kinds of support roles, which is interesting because typically the caster is meant to just deal an enormous amount of damage with spells. But with Tio, it seems to be like they're trying to gear her more towards to be like sort of like a somewhat of a tank coupled with being a caster, which is very unusual. Now I'm saying that seeing that she has the lowest amount of health, but still. Like, the fact that it's giving her a sports spell is very interesting. Conversely, the fact that Elie seems to have the highest ATS of everyone, even Tio, who seems like she's supposed to be the caster. The fact that Elie has the most ATS, even though she's meant to be the healer, means that she's able to hold her own in a way that most healers in other RPGs just can't. And that's really, really interesting to see. Lloyd seems to be decent all around, but seems to be focusing on, so that's not really too unusual, except I'll mention that, Lloyd using Taunt Buzz, that's not exactly a weapon we see that often for RPG games like this, especially for the protagonist. Like, in most games, the protagonist would be like the main attacker, like that would be what Randy's job is, but no, Lloyd's like more like the all-around kind of balanced build. And Randy, on the other hand, the mere fact that he's able to deal, you know, it seems to be sucking into fire also seems to indicate that perhaps making good use of fire spells might be useful for him. But as I'll say, like, this is a very playful use of the different tropes when it comes to RPG classes, and I find that really, really interesting. Anyway, that being said, let's just hold off for a second. Don't you dare, bud. Don't you dare. Hiya! It just waltzed right past us without even noticing. Listen, the mosquitoes can't start like Tyrannosaurus rexes. They can't see us if we don't move. Well said, Tio. I think maybe like the first one, it was a while ago though, Governor Nicholson. I vaguely remember. Like, very vaguely. Oh, something else I noticed interesting, like up here on the right, it's showing the enemies are actually on the lower level, even though we can't actually fight them from up here. Or at least I don't think we can. Unless we get like a jetpack or something, but I can't imagine this game doing something like that. Alright, let's see what we can do against the slimes. They are the tankiest of these enemies. So, alert. Edge. 13 right. There we go. That's more like it. Clear gelatin. We also appreciate, chat, how much we've been able to make good use of the Geofront here. Like, I think I honestly think, like, the Geofront is a pretty, at least what we've seen so far, is a pretty well-designed dungeon, especially for a tutorial dungeon. Just because of the way the way they designed it is really clever with the elevator, is the fact that you can essentially at this point basically run through the entire thing and end up at the start if you really want to, without, like, having to backtrack. That's... Or like using any kind of teleportation pad. Like, that shows a good amount of thought went into this. Because in Trails of Cold Steel 1, especially with the old schoolhouse, the old schoolhouse was designed in such a way to, like, when you get to a certain point, it's that teleportation pad, so like, alright, you can teleport back to the start, whoopee. But here, it's like, no, the dungeon was designed with the intent that there would be, like, shortcuts to go back. And I'm guessing that other elevator we saw is, like, another shortcut that either goes deeper into the dungeon or something like that, that alternates back. It's really, really cool to see. Like, I love when games are interconnected in a way that don't require, like, loading points or loading gates. Or, I mean, granted, we're rolling between screens here, but what I mean is, like, not requiring, like, teleportation or something like that. And I believe if we don't move, we get more XP. For that. I'm guessing you've seen a bunch of the Michael Bay Transformers film, Copper Nicholson. If so, which one... if you watched a bunch of the Michael Bay Transformers films, which one would you recommend the most and why? Just out of curiosity. Because usually when I think of Michael Bay, I just think of the memes like, oh, just explosions everywhere and not much plot. That's at least what I think of when I think of, like, the Michael Bay movies. It's like, okay, let's make a movie, let's just blow stuff up, like, a lot of things. I don't remember, like, there was a pretty funny parody of, like, Michael Bay films. That I think is Everything did on YouTube or something like that. It was just like Up, but if Up was directed by Michael Bay and it had, like, just so many ridiculous scenes from Up, just with random explosions. It was, like, just pretty nice. Oh. Alright, guess we're having... Ow. That hurt. Technically defeated that thing without moving. Which way is it going? I'm paying attention to the top left corner or chat because I can barely see that bat down there. Come on, turn. Yes. There we go. Alright, let's get some casting going. I think you might be making your friends with interest in Cybertronium. I mean, to each their own. Now let's see what we've got. Rest here. The real question, chat, was this enough to be able to get ourselves back to get ourselves enough Sepith to level up the Elie? Let's find out. At the very least, we've got everyone except Lloyd's CP back up, so that's good to see. Alright, do we have enough? Oh, we're still short. Come on! I mean, we can open that one, but that kind of defeats the purpose of this. You know what? No, we can get 40 East Blue Sepith. It is completely doable. Imagine we do this and we finally get back to HQ and it's nighttime. Let's see. The best film is the 1984 film featuring the musical talents of Stan Bush and Weird Al Yankovic. If we're talking about the modern films, well, I mean, yeah, the ones that are directed by Michael Bay. The first one from 2007 is the best. It has the most concise plot, the most charm to it, and I was just trying to, and I see. Alright, fair enough. The enemies in this game sure like to turn around a lot. Whereas I've noticed in Trails of Cold Steel, they tend to just wander around in place a lot more. Alright, chat. The Sepith we need is 40, so that primarily means we don't have to go after the slimes. I think they would offer us the most water Sepith. Listen, if we don't move, chat, we get some bonuses. Alright, yeah, there we go. It's clear that the... Okay, we have to clearly go after the slimes. The slimes seem to offer the most water ports. Do the buds offer any ports? Let's speak up. It was also interesting last stream when Spud kept was explaining how the spells work, because clearly not all the spells are created equal. Like, even though a lot of them cost 10 EP, like, some just have a higher power value. Okay, so we got a little bit of water that time. Interesting. So this thing's gonna do the same water. Oh, Lloyd leveled up. How about that? Level 7 Lloyd, let's go! No water. Alright, that's it, dude. Just gonna keep on going. This is new. I don't remember this. Wait. Oh, it's like... Okay, so it's like a higher level Earth spell. Cool. Alright. Interesting. Good that we have that then. I could give us some options. Oh, a double. Yeah, that's what we want to see. Double. Oh, that's a good amount of XP. Let's set that speed. I wonder if Lloyd's vein might be getting diminishing returns, because he is level 7 now. Down. Let's see what else we got. Alright, mosquitoes, which should have a little bit of water something. You activate my trap more. Achieve 100 preemptive attacks? What? That's... Alright, clearly it does have a sense of humor. That's a meme. You activated my trap card. Oh man. Anyone else remember the old Yu-Gi-Oh show? Or the old Yu-Gi-Oh anime? That show was very memey. There's, like, now I think there's so many memes for that show, aren't there? No, this could go poorly. Yeah, if you have any favorite Yu-Gi-Oh memes, let me know. I just simply remember, like, you will activate my trap card. That's a pretty good one. There's also visiting the Shadow Realm, which I guess would became a meme because of Nickelodeon All-Stars. Oh! Oh, interesting. Now they're actually afraid. Oh, probably because we're over leveled. I remember that being a thing in Trail of the Cold Steel. After if you were too many levels and lost something, they would just run away. Yeah, well, it's only getting 1 XP while everyone else is getting 2. Interesting. Okay, so there is some diminishing returns here with XP. I wasn't sure if they would do that or if they would just, you know, scale up how much XP we need to earn each level. Intriguing, though. Alright, I think we have enough Sepith now to synthesize another slot for Elie, though. It'll be faster after you go back this way. Oh! They respond. Now! Now! Ow. I thought it would be faster to go this way. I was wrong. Yeah, having that quartz to really show the main map helps as well. Alright, a bit more XP for everyone except Lloyd. Keep on, keeping on. Now, if stuck over here, I would have a question. Like, what is the purpose of, like, the bars we see on the Sepith screen? Because I don't think it's... At least at the moment, it doesn't seem to be about how much Sepith you're currently holding. I'm wondering if it's something else. Yeah, not really sure what it's for. This is an older game. I'm curious. Alright. More XP, nice. Lloyd saying barely any XP. Yeah, see, look at this, chat, look at this. So, what I'm finding what is this saying? Oh, I think I get it. I think the bar is meant to represent how much Sepith we earned in the fight, not how much Sepith we have on hand. So then if you look at the ones that are plus 0, they're empty, whereas the ones that are plus 3 have the most. Interesting. Alright. Maybe that's just meant to be a visual indicator of how much we're earning per type. Wait, powerful. Now, not this nice. There we go. Oh wow, Lloyd's actually out of EP. Alright, done. Yeah, we have been using all this so... And Tio and Randy are so close to leveling up. I wonder if any of them will get additional crafts. Oh, only one way to find out. You're level 7 now. That's nice. I didn't see any indications of new crafts, so maybe Elie might get something at level 7. Or maybe not. Let's take a look. Yeah, seemingly right now no one else got any new abilities. So unless Elie has something at level 7. Yeah. What would be nice is if Elie could get a non-S craft something that would heal people or give them more EP or something. Like, that would be very useful. Or if Tio got like an EP battery sword move like Machias had. Like anything like that. Anything like Energy Shell from Trail of the Cold Steel would be really, really useful considering how much more valuable EP seems to be in this game. Alright, let's head on back. Backing up. Let's give our good friend Elie some more stats. I mean, another slot. There we go. Alright, and let's see what organs we can get of Elie. Because we want to make sure she has... Yep, EP cut. Very good. No, that 5% EP cut really helps at this point in the game. I mean, does it help? Let me think about this. So... maybe a little bit, but not too much yet. Maybe as we get later, though, that'll probably get a lot more useful. Might as well also recover Elie to full EP just to be safe. Because they drop to rest here. Rest on up. Okie doke. Moving forward. Alright, chat. I'm gonna create a save file here just in case we get like locked into like an area where we can't find more consumable items. So it's a distinct possibility at this point. And we'll go from there. Alright. It hasn't locked us into anything yet. Oh, nope, here we go. Here's something. What's that? A message, maybe? There's a note stuck to the bulletin board. Oh, so there won't be like you're on notice. I've got some errands to run. Wrap up the case however you see fit. Oh, interesting. Oh, I guess he stepped out. What's the bet they ran away because the case seemed like a pain in the butt? Can I rule out that possibility? True, but well, at the very least, we've been given permission to solve this case however we like. I like how Elie's always looking on the bright side of things. That's right. If we want to follow this case through to its logical conclusion, then we're absolutely allowed to. So with that in mind, what's our next step? Should we review what we know? Yeah, definitely. Start the mean, inspect the exclamation mark at the table. Oh, this is cool. Okay. Will we get to make a choice? That is the question. Nothing new to report. Okay. Alright, apparently we can't report the other thing. Okay. Nope, again. Good to have backups here, so we'll save here, just to be safe. Now let's see what we got. Start the meeting. Wait, hold on. Is there anything in here that we can make use of? Did Sergey leave behind some recipes or something? I don't know what all these notes say. I want to know all the information. Tio, we probably shouldn't be looking at this. Now come on, you didn't say we couldn't look at it. Well, but just for that, I'm taking lead. Alright, fine. I mean, I went shopping for groceries over the weekend, but that's about it, Copper Mickelson. Nothing too fancy. Just, you know, food for the week. Anyway. Let's get this meeting started then. First off, we should review all the relevant info for the case. Oh, this is cool. Lloyd even drew up a little board. The incident took place around midnight 5 days ago. Members of both the Saber Vipers and Testaments were each ambushed by unknown assailants. However, the attacks occurred at 2 different locations in the city's downtown district. Here and here. The Testaments member was attacked in the alleyway to the west. The Saber Viper got messed up in front of the Ignis, which is towards the east. In other words, the attacks happen at opposite ends of the area. Exactly. By stating that they're on this far apart, any troop from immediately learning about the attack on the other. I also wonder, chat, since they showed like a section of buildings in the middle, that almost makes me wonder if maybe there was like a lookout in that middle building to conduct the operation. No, Copper Nicholson, just standard stuff. Bread, frozen chicken, spinach. No, very normal stuff. But consequently, each group came to the conclusion that they were attacked by the other, which is what we confirmed today. Randy, yeah, the only answer that makes sense is that there was a third party involved. Most both groups rehearsed their accounts. Chances of either group being responsible are pretty slim. Agreed. Based on the evidence so far, it's safe to assume the attacks were the work of some third party. All we can do now is to consider all the possibilities and rule out the ones that don't seem feasible. But we already have an idea of who that third party might be, isn't that right, Lloyd? Yeah, it's either Ravoosh or Elie. Yeah. They're the ones in control of Crossbell's current railway. The notorious Mafia Ravoosh & Co. According to the intel Ray shared with us, someone spotted mafioso snooping around the downtown district a couple weeks ago. Unfortunately, we don't have the time to verify the credibility of that. For now, let's continue the review with the assumption that Ravoosh was responsible for both attacks. I'm almost wondering if Elie might be responsible for the attacks, or if Ravoosh was responsible as a distraction to go after Elie. And that brings us to the next question. What's their motive? Exactly. Figuring out answering the question is crucial. If we can't figure out their motive, we're all back to square one. Motive, huh? It's probably going to conflict of interest between the Mafia and the two gangs. There must be some line that connects these three dots together. Is that a hint that we should be going to that middle building? I imagine you have some idea of what that is, don't you, Lloyd? Well, I can't say with absolute certainty, of course. There's at least one thing that might connect these three factors. Yeah. The only real possibility that comes to mind is Elie. Oh, right. Our Ruthley friend mentioned them, didn't he? That definitely feels like the most likely possibility for now. In that case, though, what about Elie connects these three? I mean, Copper Nicholson, I ever do buy soda, but that's usually like a very rare occasion thing, sort of thing. In order for them to be connected, there must be some necessity. I'm very thankful for what I have in general, Copper Nicholson, so I usually don't end up buying random stuff that often. Usually just the normal stuff like groceries and such. For example, was it this connection with Elie that made the attack since the two gangs unavoidable? Yeah, that would explain everything. Well, what you thinking? Well, about that necessity Tia mentioned, what do you think Ravoosh would do if they found out Elie was trying to establish a foothold in Crossbell? Well, I imagine they want to build up their forces pronto, recruit more people, upgrade weaponry, you know? Ravoosh should have no problem standing weapons, given their known smuggling operations. But how do they go about recruiting people? Good question. Normally, you'd hire for mercenaries, but that's unlikely at Crossbell's case, given the scrutiny of the neighboring countries put on us. As long as the non-aggression path stands, Erboni and Calvert would never overlook unauthorized mercenaries entering the state. The two diet factions representing them would likely react the same way, too. Oh, that's it. Why, could the Mafia have recruiting the gang members? What? Oh, I didn't think about that. That's... I mean, chat, did any of you see that coming? Because I'm like... Oh, that would make sense, though, because... Why try to fake the stuff they used against the gang members if they could just hire the gang members to do it in the first place? Hot blood and more or less disciplined? I can't think of a more appropriate pool of candidates to beef up the Mafia's presence in the city. But there are certain individuals in each chain preventing that aren't there. Yeah, oh, I get it. So they want to have the gangs fight each other so that the leaders would be taken out, and then... Oh, right. I should never see ways you cooperating with the Mafia. I don't want to bow down to any kind of authority, even Ravoosh. Not the type of person who would allow others to boss him around. So, Ravoosh realizes this and plots to weaken the two Danes, intending to swoop in later, bat the remaining members. Heck, that must be it. Remember, this is still nothing more than a theory. I think it's probably going to end up being it was just a distraction to go after Huey directly. This seems like a credible theory. All we've done is bring together the facts to try to make sense of them. Aw, look at you all being all modest. I think that your analysis of the situation isn't too far off from the truth, Lloyd. Your reasoning was sounded logical. Well, your attack of certifications were well earned. Thanks, guys, I appreciate it. To everyone. Best move should be to explain our theory to those two, don't you think? Those two? Hey, you don't mean. Sure do. Bald whales and Wazy Hemisphere. Leaders of the Saber Vipers and the Testaments. Stuff's about to go down, isn't it, chat? Oh, there's Wald. Station Street, near the construction materials are stored. Asked me to come here alone in the middle of the darn night. Who these police brats think they're dealing with? There's a train there. Is that for a distraction? Is that the last train bound for CULPRITS? Yes, I believe it was. Wazy? Oh, I see. Good evening, Wald. What a beautiful night to bathe in the mystic moonlight, wouldn't you agree? Oh, this is rich. You intended to be one of those CBD Swifties to catch me off guard? You must think you're so darn clever. Fine, bring it on, pretty boy. If you're looking for a fight, I'm more than happy to give you one. Let's end this. You know I'm always up for a bit of a late-night wrestling, but alas, I am but a mere guest at this rendezvous. What does that mean? You'll see soon. They just arrived. It's you, punks. Sorry to keep you waiting, guys. Oh no, it's a pleasure to be here. So, what's this fun anecdote you promised to share with us? Well, I don't know if fun is the right word exactly, but I'm sure you'll both find it interesting at least. Hold the phone. Anecdote's fun. The heck are you two going on about? Oh, Walt, you're such a simpleton. What did you... Surely you remember the incidents that occurred 5 nights ago. They're here to tell us who they believe the culprit was, obviously. The culprit? Do you mean... Impressive deduction, Wazy. Now, Sam, you already had your own suspicions. Well, first I wonder if one of my own members have perhaps had to outline. As I started to sort things out, I realized that something was off about the whole situation. That goes for the Saber Vipers side, too. Sadly, that's as far as my deductions would take me. I see. That will make things easier to explain, at least. Wild whales. I know there are still gaps in our theory. Still, would you listen to what we found so far? Fine. Keep it short. Waste a minute of my time, and I'll bash that baby face of yours in. And that's what we come to with the information at hand. I'd like to hear each of your thoughts on it. My, how unexpected. Think that we played right into the Mafia's hands. Does that mean you agree with Lloyd's theory? But of course. After all, Ravoosh sent some of their agents to visit us already. Yeah, it lines up. They asked us to work for them, promising us the moon and stars for our service. Interesting. Interesting. Needless to say, I only turned them down and sent them on their merry way. Huh. Interesting. That's all things with one of them. So, Wald, I assume that the Mafia paid you a social call as well? Yeah, about a month ago. The rats are all high and mighty, so I decided to show them what real strength looked like. Sent packing real fast. Can't believe they actually had the balls to pull a fast one on me like that. Wazy, I'm postponing our duel. First, I gotta warm up by crushing the smug mugs of those mobsters. Wait, you can't. Such a short temper. Calm down, Wald. Acting recklessly will just lead to... The last time was merely jest, but you really are a simpleton. Say that again. You know perfectly well that you can't stand a chance against the Mafia on your own. Just imagine, the leader of the Saber Vipers, wild whales, waltzing into the Mafia's sights like a pig to the slaughter. You won't stand a chance. Shut it. We don't know what'll happen until we try. Maybe you could survive. But what about your poor little vipers? Can they catch bullets with their teeth? What do you propose we do then, you bony? Wise guy. You really thought you'd just sit here and swallow shame of having our men hurt like that, huh? Of course I don't. I believe that only a small part of the Mafia was actually involved in this little scheme. As such, there's no need to take the whole organization on, just the handful of them who have it coming. I know just the way to get revenge. Ensure that they never show their faces in the downtown district ever again. I'll require your help, Lloyd. You need my help? Hold on, you two. What are you planning? If you do anything to break the law, oh, relax. If anything illegal happens, you'll be right there to stop it. After all, you're helping too. What? Are we about to conduct a raid against Ravoosh? We're doing what now? Isn't it your responsibility to resolve the conflict brewing in the downtown district? I claim that makes it your obligation to gently persuade the Mafia into leaving all of us down here alone. For good. Do correct me if I'm wrong, Lloyd. Well, what exactly what is he talking about? I don't quite understand what's going on here. Looks to me like he's about to sink his fangs to poor Lloyd. Remember, it was you who bothered to call us out here to share your grand theory. Isn't it only natural to see this case through? 3 days passed since then. The confrontation between the rival gangs died down, fortunately. The downtown district was enveloped in an atmosphere so tranquil it bordered on eerie. Then... ominous. Very ominous. Oh, there's the Mafia goons. Oh, it's way too quiet around here. We went through all that trouble, and those dum-dums still haven't torn each other apart. Oh, don't worry. Those guys are doused in gasoline at this point. One small smirk, everything will be up to mates. Those morons won't know what hit them. All we gotta do is find another underling or two, and blue or red, doesn't matter. As soon as you see one, kick its butt. For your own sake, you better not get caught. Use a slingshot for a Saber Viper and just bash one of the Testament guys from behind. Let the hunt begin, boys. Let's get these. Let's stop Ravoosh, chat. Let's stop Ravoosh. I mean, I like to go out to eat a fair amount, Copper Nicholson, but essentially what I do, Copper Nicholson, is I tend to, you know, besides buying the normal groceries and the occasional soda, for the most part, I like to actually save my money and invest it, so that way it grows a lot more over time, and I can invest towards things that really matter, like, you know, buying a house or anything like that. So basically thinking about long-term investments. So that's what I like to do anyway. Ugh. And I've been quite happy. Long-term investments. So like investing in the stock market, things like that. So that way I can, you know, save up long-term so that I can eventually, you know, get the things I really want. Like either for being able to buy a house or save up for other things. Huh, one tiny blue bunny down. Oh wait, is this what happened before? What a dum-dum, fell right into our trap. I'm wondering if this is like a flashback. Is it a flashback, or are they doing this again to try and get people up? You don't got time to waste. Rough them up, boys. Just be sure you don't kill them. Heh, this is just business. No hard feelings, okay? Think again. Oh, it's Lloyd! What? Oh, that was clever. That was really clever. Good job, Lloyd. What the heck? Man, I'm also a little shocked. I really think you fall into a trap so easily. That does this guy. To tell you the truth, I'd be fine with cuffing you and taking you down to the precinct already. But I'm not sure the force will find just this one sting operation sufficient evidence to hold you. So I'll have to let you go this time. Oh, great. Don't tell me this guy's with... He's a cop? Haha, not to worry, boys. He's just a special helper. Are you serious? How the heck did you fall for this? Lloyd's prediction was impeccable. You guys really are dum-dums. You alright, Lloyd? Yeah, I'm fine. Putting that shock absorbing pad under my hood was definitely a good call, though. Darn it. They're on to us since when? Well then, gentlemen, that raises the question. What will be your next move? Surrender peacefully now, and I may be merciful towards your misdeeds. Or if you prefer, we can do the hunting this time. That may prove entertaining. Darn. Quick, split it. Hey, hold on. Two of you, come with me. Wazy? Hey, hold on a second. What should we do, Lloyd? Oh no! Interesting. It is rain. And I also think we're bringing Elie because she's the medic. I think Randy and Theo just probably hold their own. So, yeah. Elie, come with me, Elie. Randy, Theo, I'll leave the other group to you. I hope this wasn't a bad idea. Understood. Got it. Darn, I can't believe this place for long. Alright, I think this will be this place to take our first break, chat, so don't go anywhere, guys. I will be right back. Alright, chat, welcome back, everyone. Let's continue where we left off. Darn, I can't believe those little brats from police are involved. I'll need to contact headquarters and request backup. Hold on. If the boss finds out we messed up, he'll... Darn. Fine, then we should at least... Where do you punks think you're going? Yeah, looks like we got him. What? When they got here? Checkmate! Yeah, that was easy enough. The ball's in Lloyd and Elie's court now. Yeah. God, those morons. I don't got much choice, we have to head back. Whoa. They didn't do that? That's quite the jump. Huh. Valley that far, but no dice. Where'd you come from? Jump for it. Oh, they're cornered. We got him. He got nowhere else to run now. Phew, that was quite the wild goose chase, wasn't it? Ah. Sorry to disappoint, but our fun little game of cops and robbers has come to an end. Surely you've realized your best option is to surrender, no? What the cop? Look at them. You think you're so darn smart? We'll just have to show you what happens when the person gets serious. But I hope you live to regret it. Seems they want to fight after all. Well, I have to have to do with Lie. I can continue to count on your support, right, Lloyd? Funnily enough, I all said the same thing. Let's do this. They're coming. Alright. Oh, Wazy goes first. Oh, we got to use Wazy as well. Interesting. Alright. Okay, he has decent spells. Decent stuff. He has Chrono down. He has Forte. Alright. What crafts you got? Phantom Rush. Speed is 50%! What? Broad Axe. Ooh. Deadly Heaven. Legendary's Rapid Hits Weekend Rapid. Okay, interesting. I'm honestly heavily reminded of Angelica. Like a really, really capable brawler. Alright. Interesting. I am intrigued. Well, you have a lot of EP, so might as well use some spells. I think the strongest thing we have here is Solbler. Let's see if we can't get rid of the person with that. Ow. What? That was some damage. Oh dear. Elie does not have anything but Aura Rain. I definitely need to heal Lloyd. Lloyd's like in one-shot range. Thing is, I don't know how effective or ineffective. Why is it not? Oh wait, I used Chaos Princess. Wait. Oh, they're too far away. Darn it! I was hoping they'd be a little bit closer. That's alright. I could also go for some setup on Lloyd, so that way he can go for his Zest Trap and just absolutely hammer them. Yeah, let's set up. Oh, Elie will do that turn net, so that's good. That's good. Alright, using the Saint. That'll help a lot. Alright, let's see what kind of health these guys have. I'm very curious. The answer is a lot. Alright, 856. Okay. I can work with that. Still think we gotta take care of the guy with the ranged weapon first. Alright, I think the smart thing to do here is going to be... let's preemptively tier... actually, if Elie goes down, we're kind of in deep trouble. Ow! Please tell me you have tier. Okay, he has tier as well. Can't have Wazy losing. HP, that would just be bad. Nope, the speed is down. Alright, please just attack someone who doesn't waste it. No! Lazy! Alright, I don't think we have any way to get him back up, is the problem. I mean, not without using Ellie's Craft. Alright, well, if there was ever time for Lloyd to go for... If there's ever time for Lloyd to go for his Craft, it's now. He has double strength and defense up. I don't want to use a... Unless we absolutely have to. Alright. This should help everyone. And then what we'll do is we'll have Lloyd attack and then steal that HP recovery so that they don't recover a decent amount of HP. Heal them, Elie. We got this. We can make it work. Alright. Oh, never mind. I guess, yeah. So we gotta make the most of this attack while we've got it. We'll start with the standard attack. I got stunned. I want to get rid of this guy if we can. Okay. Okay, Lloyd. Destroy this guy. Double strength boosted cyber charge. I'll return. I think we'll recover CP at the end of this turn. So that's how it works with the game of the turn. Wow, that guy's still standing. Interesting. Oh, but he's sealed though. That's pod. That's big pod. That guy's sealed. All right. At least still doing good on EP. I think we have weaknesses on these guys, right? Yeah, not that we can see. Alright, I think we can have... We have some time here, so let's handle this guy. Nope, I think they have a healing move. If you seal, that actually gives us some time to breathing run. Yeah. That's what I thought. Nope. Take advantage of this while we have it. Normal. Oh dear. No, Elie! No! And Elie took some damage. Oh dear. Elie. Okay, Elie, heal yourself. Must protect. Okay, we want to finish off the other guy before too long. I think Lazy probably does more damage. So let's, you know, setting up might not be a bad idea. Okay, we got some EP back. Finish him off, Lloyd. Good. Alright. We're going somewhere. Alright, Elie, you have got to get out of here. This guy doesn't... He has a double move coming up. Oh, we still have HP recovered too. That's horrible. Elie! No! Not dead! Why does this always happen? No! Why does our medic always have to go down first? It's horrible. I really think we'll need LD for this. We only have one reviving bomb, though. Only one. Which 20% filter change. Is that worth it? Not sure about that. This guy not able to move too much. Got speed down. Ow. Well, now the real fight has begun, isn't it? Lloyd doesn't have any recovery moves. Vito's first slash was done for. It could be wise to get Elie back in the fight. There's only so much you can do, so... Right. Need you to heal yourself, lazy. There we go. Now we're in better spirits. Let's spellcast this guy into oblivion. Oh, I could buff everyone, actually. We are just seem to be using cast at this point. Soldier. Oh, a crit's coming out. That's good to see that. We might be able to pull this off, I think. What? Why? No! What happens? Is there anything that can delay me back there? I really don't want to delay him into crit range. Really gotta keep that speed down though. They don't attack Elie though. Unless... Real shame I don't have the spell that would let me just recover people. I can't go for that. Seal would be very effective against this guy though. Well, that stinks. Ah, dear. I have no items to get people back up. It's horrible. Oh, that crit. And that was a crit? That's the best you got, dude? I am not confident in our ability to finish this fight. Hello, Spudkin. That should probably be fine. How's it going? This is chaos! This is absolute chaos! Let's see how we pull this off. This how annoying this guy is. We don't have enough... Lazy's fast, though. I'll give him that much. I want to give him a double tap, though. Alright, here. Only got 2 attacks, though. That's gonna stink. Don't delay him either. I think I should preemptively, honestly, heal. This guy's gonna hit like a truck. Ow. Well, rip us. We tried. Ow! I think we need more items that can revive people, or give Elie the... Let's think about this, chat. So I still think Ellie's the right call for that fight. It's just a question of how. This was the most recent save file. Yeah, how's it going, Sweattip? What's new in your world? Okay, so what does the detective journal say about getting... So know that there is a orb mints. I can't remember the name of it. Or the people back up. What was it called again? A phallus or something. The phallus is not a thing in this game, or am I just missing it? I have many questions. Here's how good Cubergen is in this game. Oh, there it is. Thallus. We just need 2 water crystals. Alright. Means we need to give Elie another water ornament. If possible. We literally have nothing else other than HP. What have we done to ourselves, chat? What have we done? I guess the other option would be just go buy some more stuff. What's the general store have? That is the question. You know, actually, since we have this ability, we might be able to find some other useful items if there are any left in the city. Oh, there's one down here. So I also don't want to be tied to the geofront. How on earth do we even... Oh wow, that's hidden. And that's useless to us. Oh well. Wait, what's the plain chest say? No wonder no one trusts police these days. They're out here stealing from us treasure chests! That's amazing. Yes. Like seeing all the silly chest memes. And I would not have seen that without the map thingy. Definitely helps out with that. Yeah, it looks like the other fight was doable, but we need just some kind of HP recovery something. Alright, are there any other treasure chests that we can actually collect? That is the question. Any over here that are just all hidden? Nope. Not up here. Of course not up here. We can't even go through that gate. Wait a minute. I just realized something. Doesn't Lloyd's S-Craft steal 100% of the time? Yes, it does. Okay, I know what we have to do. We need tighter charge, like, a lot, because Seal just completely shuts down anything that's, that the Mafia can do. Like, they just can't do anything. Which means, I think there was an item in this city just as CP. So we'll want to buy a bunch of that. So that way we can have Lloyd just charging up his nets, essentially guaranteed Seal. So that nothing can actually do anything to us. shinies in here. Up here. Seemingly not. Shinies back here. Oh, there are some shinies here. In here? Where? Where's the treasure chest? Where's my treasure? I don't see it. It's hiding, chat. Oh, is it back here? No. You can't get these shinies yet. Aw, really? But I want the shinies. No. They dare deny me the shinies. I see it right there. Come on. Ah. What do I find these garbage cans? Rocks. I'm not sure, Tio, but we can't get it. But I want the shinies, though. Oh, well. Alright, well, the next thing to look for, then, is CP restoring items. Oh, actually, that might be good to have. Oh, wait a minute, I can craft that. I forgot about that. I'm beginning to see the usefulness of this recipe. Except that we don't have any fish! How expensive is this? 200 versus how much does it cost to buy a fishy? I don't know. Let's see what the general store has to offer. Alright, do we have fishy? That's expensive. Oh, that's cool. Was this a thing in Trails of Cold Steel where it tell us like what recipes these are used in? I don't remember that being a thing. That's very cool. Very convenient. Alright. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember either, but like I genuinely think it wasn't. Which is, it's kind of weird if they, you know, had thought about that before, why they wouldn't have that be a thing. Alright, I think there was like an ice cream shop or something that's had a CP restoring recipe, that not recipe, but items that we could buy. Alright, chat, keep your eyes peeled for an ice cream shop. Was it you? No, it was someone else. I distinctly remember, chat, there was a shop somewhere whose stuff to restore CP. It was like a tomato something. Was it you, sir? No, that does look good. Is it you? Oh, no, that's the curator. No, it's not balloons. Which shop was it? Was it this guy? No, those are just various ramens. I swear, there was someone who sold a CP restoring item. You just need to find it. It's hiding, chat. They're hiding. No. Nope. It was, I don't think it was this guy, because the noodles are, like, the good strength and defense up. Where was the vendor we're looking for? Is that out here somewhere? Oh, was it this person? Was it the juice? No. Maybe it, oh, wait. Was it our Was it Oscar? It might have been Oscar. And so, see if Oscar had the CP restoring item. Yeah, it was Oscar. Wow, that's expensive though. 3,000 Mira for one of these. How much does infection cost? I mean, we seem to be in a somewhat semi-survivable state. Passion. Wow, fire, that's not happening. Alright. So we get that CP regen easily, which means looks like our next best bet is going to be just getting that CP restoring item. Alright, chat, you know what that means. Back to the GL front we do. Do you have the vanilla outlaws recipe? I think I do actually. Hold on. 1 second. Vanilla outlaws. Yep. Oh wait, is this a CP restoring item? No, it's just a 30% HP. Or are you saying it's like the good version, like actually the CP restoring item? So you're like saying if Tio makes this, it might actually give a CP? Is that what you're saying, Spud Dip? If that's the case, you know, honey syrup and milk are not exactly that expensive, so. Doesn't do CP, but the Gem Bar both pretty good. Alright! My main thing, Spud Dip, is like if it did do CP. I mean, I guess then again, I guess the idea of having a bunch of good somethings might be good to have. Because anything that might increase our survivability and let Lloyd actually finish up. So what was the thing we were missing? We're missing fresh milk and honey syrup. And honey syrup is very inexpensive. Okay. Well. In case this ends up being a mistake, we'll take another save file. Alright, chat, let's see what we can cook with this. Vanilla a lot. Alright, if they're good and bad, just have all options. Anyway. Let's see what you got, Tio. Alright, time to scramble these eggs. Here's a supreme latte, and 5 vanilla lattes, and 3 cats. What are the odds? What are the odds? No! Tio, are you the fee of this game? So much so you call plagiarism. You have for the cat, you recommend doing it. I mean, we have fat cat food now, so might as well. Alright, let's go feed the cat. That's what Tio was cooking too. That's hilarious. I like that. I approve. Produce cat food. Tio, how dare you? What do you mean, how did I? Like, that wasn't even just the bad food. It's just like you just failed so spectacularly that you made cat food. Restores 1 HP. Cats love a lot. Only for streams. Alright, now what does this do? I mean, that cures blind. What's this one? Alright, it's not bad. Alright, well, I mean, I'm guessing is cat food like the best thing to give versus ability to fish? That's what kept. Like, what's the recommended thing to give the kitty? Is it the cat food, or is it the fishy? Fish is better. Alright, but I'm assuming we can't get a fish, right? I have to get fish in the prologue. So, like, even if I bought, like, the fish at the market, that wouldn't count. It has to be, like, a actually fished fish. Is that what I'm getting here, Spudjeff? Let's see here. It has to be an actual fish. Alright, so we can't actually just buy the fish from the thing. Alright, in that case, you know, might have something here to copy with, like. Sure, it'd be okay to do this in. Give food. Cat's food. Nyan! Oh, it says nyan nyan! What? Did that cat just do parkour? I think he did. Yeah, look, it's an acrobatic. Oh, fish fillets, that's nice. Oh, he wants to have this? Thanks, Coffee. Where in the world did you find this dough? I have any questions. No. Actually, won't that let us craft the crispy fry? No, it needs to do something else. What's the fish fillet for? Is that for some other thing? Yeah, we also need a clip of my reaction to when Tio made cat food, because that was like the funniest thing. Okay. Well, it's good to have options. I still stand by the belief that it might be a good idea to have the CP restoring stuff. So you know what? Back to the Geofront we go. I feel like we're going to be here a lot. Honestly, I don't mind. Real talk, chat. I think the Geofront is a better designed dungeon than the, at least so far, it seems better designed than the old schoolhouse was in Trails of Old Steel. At least that's what I'm getting so far. It just feels a lot more satisfying to explore. Like, it feels like it's actually part of the environment, not just, oh, well, it's just random corridors here and there, and they serve really no purpose other than past protecting Malamar. I love they use the same song in Cold Steel too. I agree, I think that's a nice throwback. Also shows that the song was stood the test of time. Alright, yeah, that's more stats up. Yeah, at least so far I'm enjoying the Geofront more than I enjoyed the old schoolhouse. Feels a lot more satisfying because it feels like it's genuinely part of the area's lore, not just random corridors. Alright. Oh yeah, lucky freeze, that's nice. Come on, Elie, level up. We know you can do it. Here's hoping that Elie gets some kind of craft in the next level that maybe heals us or something. That'd be nice. Please, Elie, please get stronger. I want to see you become like the most buff combat mad ever. Have nothing standing in our way. Alright, she leveled up. Yes, she did learn something! Let's go! Let's go! Please be good! Please be good! What does it do, chat? What does it do? Holy bullets. Oh, yo! This is exactly what we needed! This is exactly what we needed! We have a CP battery, chat! Elie is both our healer and our CP battery. Let's go! This officially makes Elie better than Alyssa and Elliot. This officially makes her better. She can do both. It doesn't heal her, but who cares? The CP plus 20 is the main thing. Retards allies HP and CP, because, I mean, that's technically Alyssa's healed 40 CP per shot, but still, that's really good. That's really, really good. And also the fact that, how much does this cost? Alyssa has similar ability, but it doesn't, you also think, well, no, but here's the thing, Spudkip. Alyssa's S-Craft does not revive people. Elie's does. Whereas Elliot's S-Craft revive people, but doesn't have the CP recovery. So the fact that Elie can do both is really, really good. Alright, well, I was thinking I was going to be grinding down here for a while. I think maybe not. Maybe we'll be fine. Now that Elie is embracing, basically her faith build. Yeah. Actually, you know what I just realized, chat? Since there are stream lore, this game technically takes place in the Lands Between. This still right here just confirms that Elie is a faith build. Okay, she is fetching very hard into faith, and I think probably into vigor, whereas try to be become the ultimate combat medic. And you know what? I'm all for it. I want Elie to become OP. Well, even more OP than she already is. Yeah, I'm getting the distinct feeling that Ellie's going to be like an S tier like character throughout this game. Like even if we have other options, it's like Ellie's just, you know, you need the heals, pick Elie. You wanna not die, pick Elie. Alright. I think for tactics. So I'm remembering that Wazy seemed to spawn about here. That was back a little bit. Alright. Alright. Well, chat, let's fast forward through this and see if we can't do better this time. Why are you feeling ideas with Boo? I guess a little bit, Tio. Why? Because I feel like we've gone through this explanation before. We have. Oh, we did? Yeah, this is all just a dream in Lloyd's head because he's been knocked unconscious by those Mafia goons. Needs to get back up and fight again. Oh, I see. Well, in that case, let's just make sure not to get the choice wrong. Alright, and now we just fast on forward, so blah 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 wah, wah. Blah, blah. Can we please stop with the blahs? A rabble, rabble, rabble would make more sense. You're right. Rabble, 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 rabble. No, nothing's wrong with my microphone, Comprehendelson. I'm just going in hyper mode at this point. Rabble, 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 rabble. Rabble, 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 rabble. This is just because there's so much cutscene before we actually get to that. Why does everyone keep sounding like they're from the Peanuts cartoon? Because at this point, everyone basically is from the Peanuts cartoon. Are they now? Yeah. We're just trying to, we're having Lloyd pretend to be part of the Testament, and now they're finally fighting back. Let's see what we can do. Well, at least the music's going in. Yeah, I agree, the music is going in. Alright, and Elie's coming with us. Thank goodness that's the first choice. I would have completely missed that. So we did see this earlier, though, alright? Now we're just trying to defeat these Mafia dunes. Alright. Naviets. Oh wow, we're actually faster than them now. Good to see. Why is Wazy right behind us? All right, Lloyd, you go first. Come on, Wazy. Don't be like that. I will totally be like that. All right, well, the obvious thing to do here... I'm gonna go for... Yeah, unfortunately, Saint was the last behind them. At the same time, I don't want to waste the attack because it does a good amount of damage, especially at max. We should really be making the most... Well, actually, no, maybe we should be trying to get our CP back as quickly as possible, honestly. Also, which of these guys is the bigger threat? Like... You see, this guy's annoying because he can hit all of us. The other guy's annoying, though, because he just does an absurd amount of damage. Well, I think at this point we should probably go for any spells we can. There's really anything that would help get us through this. You know what? Yeah, we need Lloyd to be recovering his CP as quickly as possible for the next. The whole purpose of this is to seal things, so. I say we seal this guy since he seems to do heavier damage. Damn, Lloyd! Hopefully this wasn't a mistake. Yeah, alright, good. How much was this stuff? 40. Okay, so it's as expensive as Will says, but not as... I see. Well, that's still better than nothing. Let's probably hold off on that until we really do start getting hurt. So... I think Freeze actually is the heavier hitting thing here. Let's see if we can't... How much chance does this guy have? Yeah, we gotta get rid of the guy with the machete as soon as possible. Alright, I guess I'm up then. Back you are. Let's go for a Soul Blur while we have the chance. Oh yeah, he can only move, that's good. Ow. Alright, good damage. Alright, solid hit, solid hit. Okay. I think we can eat one more hit. Do I dare go for a speed down the other guy? Possibly, but we have to get rid of Machete guy as quickly as possible. Ow! Lloyd! I'm trying. I know you are, Lloyd. I appreciate you. Oh, Quake, let's go for both. Would that be good right now? Yeah, I think it would be good right now. Eat this! Alright, and now we definitely need to go for the heal. Holy bullets! Yo, that did some good heals. Alright, keep the damage up, Lloyd. You got this. Wait. Nice damage. Alright, so I guess I'm up again. Let's finish this guy while we have the chance. Defense down! No! I refuse. I refuse. I think this will do... Oh, it's only one component, though. Alright. Quick it is, then. We really gotta defeat the guy with the machete as quickly as possible. Come on, Lloyd. How much health does he have? 8-1, Lloyd can finish that. Okay. Let's do this. Come on. Come on. Also, S-craft time, so we seal this guy and can just finish him off. Taking no chances here. Now, the fact that Lloyd's S-craft is 100% sealed is actually really, really good for situations like this. I'm now only beginning to realize that seal just completely denies any non-magic users. So we can just do what we need to do. Like spellcasting like this. Yep, battle's basically over. There really isn't much this guy can do. Oh, good work, everyone. We didn't have to waste any consumable items after all. Yeah, that's a relief. GG. I'll take a look at that. What is that stats, Wazy? I don't know, you tell me. Well, we got some good speed from that. The fact that Wazy has that speed leads me to believe, are Wazy and Wall gonna become like potential extra support members? This is that'd be pretty cool. Having like 2 local gang leaders join the police. Oh wow, that is a lot of Sepith. Definitely worth it. Huh. Yeah. You darn kids. Phew. I knew they weren't going to be pushovers, so that was tough. One appeared to be using a military-grade firearm, too. Newest model manufactured in Arabonia, if I'm not mistaken. What?! In fact, it even says right here, made by the Reinford Company. He signed Irina Reinford. I don't know who this Irina Reinford is, but she sounds like a big pain. I'm sure that's just one of the many kinds of weapons this group smuggles. By the way, Lloyd, I must say, you played your perfect part as Bates of perfection. The dramatic confrontation and fall, oh, it looks so real having me on the edge of my seat. Well, your plan didn't give me much of a choice, did it? I wasn't about to let anybody else put themselves in harm's way. Watch Wazy just end up being part of, like, Ouroboros or something and just completely attack us in the back by the end of this. And so you volunteered to take the role of Bates for yourself. I was worried sick, you know. Aw, Elie! There's something you want to tell Lloyd, Elie? What? Oh, no, not yet. We're just professional co-workers. Nothing else yet. Are you sure, Elie? I mean, Lloyd is really great and all. Go on. Sorry, Elie. Aw, that's sweet too, Lloyd. These two are so wholesome. That soft-hearted nature of yours is sure to cause problems in the future. Foreshadowing. Although I don't necessarily find that part of you to be a turn-off. What?! I imagine Elie just stares daggers that way, so he's like, you take a step back pathways and he's like, okay, sheesh. Huh? Anyway, I was able to exact my revenge, and it was all thanks to your help. Your cooperation has been much appreciated. You're ready at Lloyd Truther. I mean, these their own fucked up, but so far it's like, I ship Elie and Lloyd the most at this point. That's primarily due to the fact that they're both so wholesome, good-natured characters. You cocky little... Where do you get off acting like you won? Haha. Now you've done it, From this day on, you've made an enemy of Rabouche. Darn rookies will rule the day. All the Diet members are on our payroll. Don't think you'll be able to get away scot-free. Oh, is that what you think? Haha. Oh no, not Natang. What? Looks like you haven't taken your lesson to heart yet. New plan. I'm gonna hang your dumbasses upside down like a bunch of punching bags and beat you the absolute piss out of you. Please. Wait, Wall, that's going too far. Not to worry, you can leave the rest to us. Well, try not to get too carried away, okay? These guys are professionals, after all. They could fight back even stronger next time if you mess with them too much. Yeah, whatever. They did Brady's bonding events and I couldn't deny it. Wait, there are bonding events in this game? Yes! Alright, first of all, we are seeing all the bonding events in this game, but we're only going to make the ones canon that I'm most interested in. Right now, Elie is definitely a priority 1 in terms of bonding events. Oh, geez, I didn't even grab you that hard, dude. I know, but I'm very sensitive, alright? I'm ticklish. How about it? Hey, why don't we keep this friendly little spot to ourselves? I doubt pros like yourselves will want your boss to find out that you got your butts handed to you by a bunch of brats like us. Like, picking Elie just now was technically a bonding event. Really? Okay, well I'm glad I picked Elie. I mean, to be fair, Elie made, like, the most sense, because I saw, like, the biggest weakness Lloyd had against the, when he was fighting Wald was just sustain, like the ability to sustain himself, and Elie just covers that weakness so well with her healing abilities and CP recovery. Such a pathetic report wouldn't go over well now, would it? Get bent. You'd be be too hard under if we were taking you seriously. Mama, I'm no lawyer, but if you ask me, it's probably in your best interest about now. Oh, oh no! She's bad, chat. Grace, what are you doing here? Teehee, I've been keeping my eyes peeled for my favorite new rookies these past few days. And much to my expectations, what an absolute feast of information you've given me. Oh boy, I'm dying to write up a riveting tale in my next article about this unlikely operation. Spectre says, bonding points are hidden more in this game. Pretty much anytime you can choose a party member, assume you're gaining bonding points with them. Alright, good to know. Thanks for the tips, Spectre. In that case, that defaults to Elie at this point. Why you? You're just someone from the local rat. You think you can take Ravushan, huh? Actually, you probably shouldn't mess with Grace. Her tabloids are pretty popular. They'll be pretty impossible to avoid. Well, circumstances are more complicated than careful, so I won't reveal your names. However, if you bad boys are caught pulling another stunt like this, I can't make any promises. Gah. Fine, whatever, we'll be going now. But if you don't keep your word, lady. Yeah, standard issue threat, I got it. To be fair, though, you're the ones that should be worrying about keeping your promises. We won't be in hot water, would we? Cross the line down and Lil Bird told me you might find the braces on your tails. What? Bracers? Just a little FYI, Arios was strongly considering taking over this case. Naturally, being as in demand as he is, he was totally up in his neck in requests. Figured he'd leave it in your guys' hands this time. Is that true? Keeping tabs on us, eh? Appears to be the case. What a pain. Oh, heck no. As if we'd ever be wrong enough to make an enemy of Eros McLean. There's no point in staying in this stump any longer. We're out of here. Run! Let me guess, that was a big bluff, wasn't it? Oh boy, Eros McLean, the Divine Blade of Wind. Heard my fair share about his exploits, but I didn't think that name alone would be enough to send the Mafia back. To head with this. To head with this. Show's over, boys. Get your butts moving, we're living. Yeah. And everyone just waltzes out of here. I must say, could have done it without your help. So I'm assuming this means mission accomplished for you? Yeah, I suppose so. Yep, I see what you mean by the perspective. Like, the fact that Elie said that she was worried about Lloyd, that definitely does seem like something that would come up in a free time event. Though it's cool, though. It's cool that the free time events are actually tied to the story and not just like, oh, let's talk about the characters. Like, no, we're doing a thing, but you have to choose who to take with you. It's really cool. Yeah, I suppose so. I guess our original mission was only to stop that one fight between your gangs a few days ago. Anyway, you should have no reason to go to war with Walt anymore, right? What are you going on about anyway? What? Whether the Mafia's involved or not, it's not like our relations with several nights are going to change overnight. We're still going to view each other as blight on our territory. That won't change. Sure, there probably won't be another large conflict between us for a while, though. But our regular shuffles are bound to continue. No doubt about it. It's no doubt about it. Hold on now. If you don't want our future fights to get out of hand, you're more than welcome to stop by and intervene when the time comes. As we've been joining our little disputes, I'd welcome you with loving arms. That just everyone's like, yeah, no. I don't get the impression that he's joking in the slightest. And quite frankly, that annoys me. Well then, wish you sweet dreams, everyone. Let us return, Avos. Or Crusaders, I believe. Let us withdraw. Yes, sir. That just leaves us with the reporter. Huh? What an incorrigible group of men. What a pain. Man, even me. They're just a bunch of hot-headed Jews running for a fight. Nothing really good about it. For once, you might be right. More importantly, we successfully resolved our mission. Isn't that right, Lloyd? Yeah, for sure. It just doesn't feel very satisfying for some reason. Yeah, there's definitely more going on here. We're still not good enough. We have to rely on someone else to finish the job yet again. Grace! How was that? Did I nail it? Well. What useless petty pride. There's nothing wrong with accepting a little help in times like these. How else are you going on top of the truth? Only once you've understood this can you truly call yourself a detective. Just like your brother. Oh. Huh? Well, I think it's time for me to head on home now. She worked with his brother, didn't she? Huh. Oh no. Does this mean Grace is secretly like an undercover police officer as well? And it's just like she's basically pulling a Sarah Valestein here, be like, oh no, I'm just going to be totally irresponsible. Well, I push you on with tough love, but somehow you'll get stronger. It's more in spite of me than because of me. I don't know, it's foliage. You'd be surprised how much I've worked to keep my skin this flawless. Anyway, night-night. What the heck, Grace? Why? Man, your brother's pretty famous, huh, Lloyd? Judging from what I've heard, it sounds like he was an extremely talented individual. When he was on the job, there weren't a lot of people that could outrank him when it came to proactiveness and persistence. At any rate, our mission's accomplished. Let's return to the SS building. And then Chief Sardan report. Alrighty. I think I get to the picture. Well, this is about what I expected from you guys. If we get another case like this in, I'm sure you'll be able to handle it better. Yes, sir. It's very hard to please. Anyway, I'm sure you caught a glimpse of it during the case. The thorny, problematic side of Crossbell. If it wasn't already obvious at this point, Crossbell is really corrupt. Well, it's definitely gonna be a pain in the butt. Crossbell Sea underbelly. A complicated hotbed of corruption hidden just below the surface. Or more accurately, not really hidden at all. It's pretty obvious. It's true. Let me just remind you guys that the people over at CPD headquarters are anything but incompetent. Sure, some idiots decide to trade away their dignity for bribes. Actually, most of them do. But most of our detectives are pretty darn capable. They got morals and a sense of justice, even if they don't show it. However, they're often stopped by certain barriers. Politicians and public officials who sold their honor to the Mafia, for example. Yeah, that's honestly quite realistic, unfortunately. How about it, Lloyd? Ready to turn in your badge and become a bracer? No, sir. These barriers are the reason the special support section was established, right? In fact, I dare say we want to get over those barriers. Oh? Protect civilians above all else. The bracer's code is admirable, but it has its own limitations. Some problems can't be solved by that alone. Smuggling, illegal arms dealing, sale of stolen goods and mirror laundering, collusion between the Mafia and government officials. Those are all problems that lie outside the bracer's jurisdiction. Wow, I didn't even really think about it that way. That's a good point. I guess technically if they don't directly affect civilians, that it's outside the bracer's jurisdiction. Wow. That's actually a good point. Good point. The end of the power the supporting gauntlet has its limitations. However, as police officers, we have the power to right these wrongs. Countless barriers may stand in our way, but the possibility of getting over them isn't zero. Oh, wow! Wow, okay. I know there's a song in this game called Getting Over the Barrier. I know the series called Trails from Zero. That's a clever tie-in. I like that. So maybe that's why it's called Trails from Zero, whereas Trails of Cold Steel is very much about like the railroads and the militarization of the army. Like, sorry, the mechanization of the army. I think the idea of Trails from Zero is like trails from literally nothing. Like, the Celestial Support Squad starts with nothing and are trying to chart their own path. Hence, Trails from Zero. At least that's my interpretation so far. He's right. We, as the Special Support Squad, can create opportunities others can't for true change in Crossbell. That's what we're trying to say, isn't it? Yeah, but hopefully I'm not being too optimistic. I don't think the reality is not as simple as you may make it out to be. What do you think this is, a video game? Oh, wait. However, I agree that the possibility is never zero. Just 0.0000000000000. Gee, I'll give it a rest. 0.001%. Take a look at this guy, would you? You're the one with the head of the delinquent group volunteering as bait to lure out the Mafia. Here, you paid as the serious type, but it turns out you're as hot blood as they come. I'm not really sure if hot blood is the right term, Andy. Still, working with you all on the last day helped me realize this. I'll sure that we're still inexperienced. As long as we visit together, no matter how high they may be, there isn't a single barrier we can't overcome. Yeah, it's clear this idea of barriers is going to become highly symbolic in this game. Especially since I remember in Trails of Cold Steel 1 and 2, like, they brought up the crossbow was surrounded by some kind of energy shield. Does that come up in this game or next game? That's definitely something I'll be curious to see. But if it comes up in this game, then that would definitely make sense for the, you know, why I keep saying barrier, because it'd be a literal barrier. Lloyd. How about that? That's the cheesiest speech yet! Oh dear. Tio has amazing lines. Oh, that's also a good one, Tio. Why, you heard my fourth wall breaks? Of course I did. This point of the day takes place about 3 months before Cold Steel 1 starts. Oh, okay then. I guess maybe not. But then, I just know... Oh, you're saying this point of the game though. So there's no telling how far we might go. So then, I don't want to know whether it's in this game or not. I'm just bringing that up because the only things I know for Trails of Cold Steel are that there's gonna be some kind of energy shield, there's gonna be some kind of giant tree, and then Lord Rufus is going to take over Crossbell, and Lloyd and Ritzia are going to go into the Geofront to try and save everyone's data. That's all I know. You don't have to laugh that hard, Chief. You think I have my hand in the clouds, don't you? I think you're fine the way you are. Well, it's true that the Special Support Squad was created under the most complicated circumstances. It's your guys' job to decide where we go from here. Use this division however you see fit. Chief. Oh, also, reminder chat, I know I brought this up earlier, but I'll bring it up again. So, there's a Heartwell Dev stream on Thursday, then next week there's no streams next week since I'll be on vacation. Then, not next Tuesday, but the following Tuesday, we'll pick up with Trails from Zero. So, just wanted to give you all the heads up that I'm on vacation next week and there won't be any streams next week. Chief. Might not to be able to give you much direct assistance with your missions, but if you end up pulling some crazy stunt and tip off HQ, I did at least toss you a bone cover for you guys. We appreciate it, Chief. I see you prefer a laissez-faire approach. Sheesh, being understands one thing, but this is getting closer to carelessness, Chief. Perhaps laziness is more apt. Oh, that's amazing. Yes, Tio, keep the amazing lines coming. Yes. That's a good line. I can't imagine Fee saying anything like that. Just one of the perks of being a no-good adult. Will the Special Support Squad remain a pale imitation of the Racer Guild? Will it become something new? Something that creates new possibilities for the society. Something that helps us get over the barrier. I, for one, am going to kick back with the cigarettes and watch the fireworks. Prologue ends. Alright, let's see how we did, chat. Alright, well, we completed Deceptive Point Assessment 1 Ward TV, 2 John's TV, 3 total. We didn't get any money, though. Oh, was that for the other thing? Portal Arbitration. Oh, we got 11 bonus TV, that's good. Or 13 total. Alright. Unfortunate Justice, complete chapter of the battle. Alright, let's go. Alright, chat, I think we'll start the next sequence and then we'll wrap things up. Seems like you had another... Oh, sorry. Seems like you had another month from Arias. Oh yeah, it's the Susceptionist, chat. It's the Sus Receptionist. It's fine. Nothing new as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, I'm here regarding my payment. No prob. The IBC as usual, I assume. Well, seeing as I'm the one giving you all these requests, I'm sure I'm the last person to talk. But maybe you should consider reducing your workload, just teensy bits. After all, there's no telling what would happen if you took a vacation when you're needed. I can only imagine how lonely poor Shizuku must be. Whoops, sorry, I said I just won't bring this up anymore, didn't I? Oh, that reminds me, headquarters contacted me again. They keep bugging me to get you to accept the offer. Are you seriously still at it? I've rejected their offer numerous times already. How many more times will it take? Well, can you blame them? Sure, they're just as desperate to find someone to fill the gaping hole Cassius Bright left when he quits. Cassius who? Didn't you two trade under the same master? We're basically equals when you look at your stats at the guild. So hurry up and accept already. Well, it may be true on paper, we're completely different people. Unlike Cassius, I haven't solved any conflicts on the international scale. To be honest, even being considered as equal is far more than I deserve. Oh, don't give me any of that. We both know that isn't true. What about the case in Remiferia? The Grand Prince himself presented you with a Medal of Honor. If you ask me, that's more than enough qualification. I have to disagree. I never truly resolved any issue. I may have prevented the immediate disaster, but the mastermind's responsible are still out there. Actually, it intends to refuse the medal. Gosh, Arius, we're a regular stick in the mud. You know that? Come on, it's something that promotion will drop your workload a little bit. Got over 100 quests this month alone for Arius to say. I can't be healthy. Well, I certainly don't feel like I bit off more than I could chew. Is Arios like... Is Arios mixed like Reen and McBurn are? Like, does he have like, you know, does he have like those superpowers in him? Can he go Super Saiyan? I'm curious. Very curious. Traveling for work isn't nearly as strenuous now that there are more trains and flights from in and out of the city. Besides, those two bracers transferring here should help reduce my workload a bit. Oh yeah, are those the ones that we mentioned? Oh, you mean those kitties? I suppose you're right. They might be rookies, but they have a lot of potential then. Are they don't be like characters that can join us? That'd be pretty cool. Trail characters are just built different. Fair. I mean, that's true. I mean, Laura literally like uses like an ultra great sword as though it's like a, as though it's as light as like a training staff. And at the very least, they'll be much more dependable than those kids in the special support section. Oh no, is this chapter going to be a rivalry between the Bracers Dale and the special support section? That'll be interesting. He does have the same sword style as Reen. That's a good point. He's also wearing a similar looking jacket to Reen. Even has like, you know, a similar, well, it's not quite a similar hairstyle to Reen. Reen's hair isn't that long, but still. Hello, anyone home? Oh, would you speak of the devil? Come on up, you two. We're upstairs. It's time to ruin the special support section's day. Oh, second floor? Gotcha. Thanks for having us. Hey, Michelle. Holy smokes, Arius is here too? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is that Estelle Bright? Is that the protagonist of the first Trails game? She has a character portrait and everything. Spot Kid, is this Estelle Bright? Well, that's if so, that's pretty cool. Having like the previous game's protagonist, I'm assuming here in like the first, literally in like the second chapter. So that's pretty cool. I hope this doesn't give any too many spoilers for Shells of the Sky. I do want to probably challenge her on that eventually. Is this Estelle Bright, Spot Kid? I need to know. I have questions. I have many questions. CDOH job, regardless. What should I be what kind of voice should I do this character? Just something a bit more chipper. Holy smokes, Arius here too? I'm glad we managed to catch you while you're in. Ah, yes. It's quite a coincidence. That is Estelle. Okay, that's honestly, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Like, I mean, in Trails of Cold Steel, we have to wait till like the very end of Trails of Cold Steel 2 to have any characters from previous games show up. Here though, it's like just literally the second chapter, it's like, hey, here's Estelle. That's pretty cool. Okay. Yes, it's quite a looking coincidence. It's been 3 months or so, hasn't it? I'm glad to see you're both doing well. I never imagined we'd be seeing you two transferring into our little branch. This is just fantastic. Now that you're here, we'll have crossbell beaten up in no time flat. We may be good, but we're not that good. We'll do our best to live up to your expectations. Is this also implying that is this telling us that Estelle's actually a bracer? So that's also cool. There are characters from Sky and Cold Steel. Really? How did I miss that? Wait, I take that back. I guess I missed it because I didn't know they were characters from Sky. So I guess that's my own fault for not playing Trails in the Sky first. We'll do our best to live up to your expectations. Oh, but where are our manners? We should officially introduce ourselves. Estelle Bright, Senior Bracer. Joshua Bright, also a Senior Bracer. Brother and sister, mayhaps? Officially reporting for duty at the Bracer Dale's Crossbell Branch. What could possibly do that? Afternoon of the Wolves! Oh no! Are you telling me that Estelle and what was the guy's name? Brayson are going to be the wolves in this chapter? No. Nope, another bustling day in Crossbell. Don't tell me that Sarah Veilstein is somehow from Trails in the Sky. That would be a disappointment. Oh, I like this music though. The chief sure is late. I'd like to start our morning meeting soon if we can. I really don't think we can do without him. I would have slept in if I knew we'd just be waiting around. Waiting up at noon in the casino, letting good time rolls till the wee hours. That's the life. The life of a hopeless reprobate. Thank you, Tio. Sorry I'm late, everyone. I was too busy distracted by the fact that there was a cameo appearance from Estelle Brights in this game. Sergey, good morning. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Shall we start the meeting now? No need. Just got a call from HQ. You guys have been assigned a special mission today. Congrats! What's it gonna be, a bank robbery? Don't jinx it, Randy. Special mission. Huh? I'm doing some bad bobs already. It sounded like the previous one. Don't look at me. Can't divulge any details. You'll have to go to the main CPD building and find out yourself. Your client will be waiting for you there. Alright, the plot thickens. Alright, music is going in. Police headquarters, floor 3F. As we get here is just Estelle Bright, and it's like, hey, misters, you guys didn't do your duty. Now it's time for a boss battle. Well, here we are again for another visit with Vice Commissioner. I can only imagine what he wants to yell at us for this one. Remember that we were told this was about client waiting for us. I think it's safe to say he didn't call us here to complain. Same thing, you'll find a reason to call us regardless, because he always does. I know what you mean. We can't let death to us, though. Alright, so where are we gonna find? Lloyd Bannings reporting in. Special sports section has arrived. Come on in! Jesus. Oh, who are these people? Oh, I recognize that name from the crossbell Guardian Force, right? Oh, heck. Oh, no! Oh, no, does Randy know these two? Or Randy's like, oh, great. Those are my superior officers. Like, Randy, is that you? My, is that how you greet a former superior officer, Randy Orlando? Care to elaborate on any hidden meanings behind that outburst of yours? Oh no. Something about this person is intimidating. I don't know what it is, but just something is making me uneasy. Oh, I was just surprised to see you here, that's all. Randolph or Landolph. Do you two know each other? Reactions, I'm a man with a guilty conscience. Show some respect, you four. This here is Lieutenant Colonel Sonia Bales, Deputy Chief Commander of the CGF. Deputy Commander of the Guardian Force? Please forgive our misbehavior. Lieutenant Colonel is one of the higher ranks in the military champion, man. She is that distinguished? What a pain. Oh, you have no idea. She is the CGF second in command, after all. Taking into account her expertise and how much pull she's got on the force, she might as well be in charge. At ease, detectives. So, you're the special support section I've heard so much about. Yes, ma'am. We were told you were looking to submit a support request with us, is that right? So is this gonna be like an excuse for us to go outside the city on some special operation? I had this thing feeling that might be where this is going. You should be alarmed, rookies. It's unheard of for useless greenhorns like yourselves to be called upon by the deputy commander herself. Well, that's because these so-called useless greenhorns are actually doing their job for once. Vice Commissioner Pierre, allow me to handle it from here. But, understood. I'll leave it in your capable hands, ma'am. Thank you. Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Sonia Bales, Deputy Commander of the Crossbell Guardian Force. I came here to ask the Special Support Section to lend us your expertise on a particular matter. Let me begin with a brief overview of the situation. An investigation of monster attacks. That's correct, Detective. Several locations throughout Crossbell report similar cases of monster attacks over the past month. we'd like for your division's cooperation in investigating this matter. This is an excuse for us to go deeper into the geofront? Maybe. If that's the case, then we're all for it. Wait, just a moment, please. You want to investigate that's been happening outside of Crossbell City? Do you take issue with that? I would hope not. No, ma'am, not at all. Ma'am, if I'm not mistaken, the CGF is already conducting its own investigation in the matter, correct? Is there even room for us to help? Yes, plenty in fact. Too many questions remain unanswered to write these off as ordinary monster attacks. So don't be part of our work somehow. That's my prediction anyway. As much as I hate to admit it, our investigations have hit a dead end. Therefore, I'm hoping the investigation will benefit from a different point of view. Different point of view? Trained detectives to be exact, one that will differ greatly from guardsmen, unlike you, Randy. Hey! By that reasoning, however, I wouldn't specifically need the special support section. I could have, for example, gone to the renowned 1st Division for their assistance instead. Well, I would love to introduce you to them. But as you know, they are preoccupied with their duties. As you can see, a number of unforeseen circumstances have led us to seeking this aid of the SSS. Oh, I get what's happening here. I think Commissioner Pierre is basically trying to put the SSS into a situation like, okay, surely they'll mess this up. This is way too tough for newbies. Surely they'll mess up now to be an excuse to dismantle the SSS. But I know Destin will actually rise to the occasion and we'll get like a recommendation from the deputy commander, and then Pierre will just be even more furious. Are there any objections? No, ma'am. We'll gladly accept your request and aid you in your ongoing investigation. I would absolutely like us to assist. Sergeant Major Seeker. Her name is Seeker? Alright. Yes, ma'am. Here you are. Oh wow, that's a cool design. I like especially the beret they're wearing. It makes them look like they're some kind of special forces. Oh, thank you. Wait, huh? She seems... Something wrong? I'm fine, my apologies. I can't help but feel I've seen her somewhere before. Who are you, mysterious seeker? Who are you? Why does Lloyd know you? Are you like a distant relative or something? Report. Appears to be a case file from the CGF. Correct. It contains all of our findings thus far. We'd prefer if you began your investigation having only read that file. Doing so will eliminate unwanted bias from your work. No spoilers. I see you. In that case, we'll look through it as soon as we're done here. We leave it in your capable hands. Well, I suppose we'll have to excuse ourselves from that. We'll escalate a direct line of communication with the SSS, so don't hesitate to contact us if you discover anything. I don't feel like we'll be seeing these two characters a lot, because the fact that they have character portraits means that they're going to be at least somewhat important, I have to imagine. Roger. My apologies for the disturbance, Vice Commissioner. No, not at all. Feel free to drop by my office anytime. Looks like you're a bit more comfortable with your current work, Randy. Well, you know. I'd say the work is more thrilling than staring at the border and doing drills all day. Good to hear. I'm glad my efforts to transfer you were worth it. What? What? So you're the reason you're here. Interesting. Let's head out, Seeker. Roger. I'll be taking my leave. Phew, man, oh man. She was her superior officer back in the Darting Force, Randy. Sure was. She wasn't my direct boss, though. She just gave me a bunch of tips and pointers for her training and drill sessions. Don't let her gorgeous looks fool you. You cross that lay and bam, full nightmare mode. She'll scare you to death. No, I'm Randy. I'd only assume his terrible work ethic set her off on multiple occasions. I can absolutely see that happening. He has a knack for getting in trouble with women. On that note, do you know the girl that was accompanying the deputy commander, eh? No, I never seen her before. I'd bet a pretty mirror that she's in the 10 Ram Gate division of the CGF. Those jobs as deputy commander Bales for work. Oh? Wait just a sec. Don't tell me you've got a fancy to her. If I say, Randy, she's not Elie. Yeah, she's not. Wait, what was that, Lloyd? What? Nothing. Well, Lloyd, was it love at first sight? Well. Oh no! Oh no! So it begins, chat. So begin the shipping wars. So begin the shipping wars. Well, Lloyd? Elie's expression. It's you too. Well, Lloyd? What? No, it was nothing like that. I just had a strange feeling that I met her somewhere before. Ahem! Will you stop observing in my office? Oh, right. How much longer you work to spend taking up space in my precious office spewing this pointless drivel? Don't tell me. Is this a plot by the Doctor for Nothing survey to have you come here and humiliate me? No, sir, definitely not. We're terribly sorry, sir. Please excuse our rudeness. Go on, get out of here. To think that every single one of you adored my warning, you should know full well what awaits you then. Well, hey now. Whatever. Enjoy a little destination of yours out of the wilderness. I'm sure it'll be a nice, fun little camping trip. Why don't we transfer your entire team to the Guiding Force while we're at it? We can boot that darn survey out along with you. She'll excuse us. Vice Commissioner strikes again. I swear, as soon as I step in there and see that dumb stuff the parents wore, my blood pressure spikes. Bad attempt to stay off our scene hairline. I suppose we were being disrespectful in front of him. However, that doesn't warrant us condescending vulgar tone down with us. Well said, Elie. Let's just try for Deb out for now, guys. Show back to the SSS building and go through this point. Now we'll need to decide on the direction our investigation should take. Right. Lieutenant Colonel Bales gave us the impression that these weren't ordinary monster attacks. I'm curious what she meant when she said too many questions remain unanswered. Suspicious. Alright, let's see what the report says. There's been a recent string of attacks by unidentified monsters throughout Crossbell. Our force for more investigation and attempts to evaluate the incidents. So that each of the 3 locations report seeing or hearing wolf-like monsters. Oh, interesting. Alright. Hence the name of the chapter. Following through pages to detail each chase. Antomicx Village. 2 days ago at night, entire village area damages crops and livestock, and wolf families damaged to varying degrees. She's not discovered until up morning after, according to village chief. No eyewitnesses, all villagers asleep. Various canine prints were discovered inside the village. No similar prints found in areas despite outside the village. St. Ursula Medical College. 1 week ago, hospital premises. 1 medical resident was attacked and wounded by trespassing pack of monsters found by hospital staff morning after. Injured resident report seeing dark wolf-like monsters. None found here scene of attack. Statement was made and probably inaccurate. Years ago, 10 p.m. Alright, is there... I'm trying to see. Okay, I think the attacks are actually getting more frequent. So 1 was 3 days ago, 1 was 1 week ago, and 1 was 2 days ago. And all these seem to be occurring at night as well. That's something else I'm noticing. So 10 p.m. is technically at night, so... While Meyer Hayno was injured by a pack of monsters, College rushed to his aid. Townspeople saw wolves escaping other roads. There's discovered near scene that resembled those found in Antomicx Village. My equipment in this town was damaged. Currents and controls may be necessary. What do these all have in common? Because at first glance, they seem like completely random attacks, but I don't think these are isolated incidents. Okay, crops and livestock. Specific medical residents and a miner. I get the feeling, chat, the identities of this medical resident and this miner will probably tie into perhaps whatever the greater ploy is here. I'm assuming these wolves are probably like either heavily modified or engineered by some nefarious group. Or maybe they're using them like some behavioralism, like Pavlovian techniques to make them go after specific people or items that would help them. But to what end, that is the question. That was worse than I thought. So it really is happening everywhere. Seems most of these incidents haven't been reported by the media yet, though. Yeah, there's something fishy going on, no question. These are definitely not your typical monster attacks. Do you know whether or not these wolf-like monsters are native to Crossbell? Not sure, actually. The clear paw prints were found at the scene of each incident. I think it's safe to say the creatures like this exist and are in the area. The Guardian Force's investigation also confirmed their existence, right? So that's a little disconcerting. For real, these monsters would be pretty darn crafty. They're able to pull off all these attacks without being seen, which leads me to believe that they're probably not wolves, or maybe they are wolves, but they're being, you know, controlled or directed by someone. I mean, should they have hired some kind of hunter to track them down instead? Really, so. Not certain we'll be able to treat much of this case. Less. Like, what's there? Unless they're being coordinated by someone. That used to have to let both of yours start flipping again. Not sadly, I was just thinking. I know these are monster tests, but why don't we treat this as we would any other investigation? Well, I suppose the deputy commander did say she wanted to have to explain to you. Can we search for clues as per usual? Yeah, and we treat this series of attacks as all being part of one large case, which I'm guessing is going to end up being the case. Who would be our culprit? I'm not against anyone who has the ability to train wolves like this. Obviously, we thought monsters be prevention before, right? Some of the pattern ones been moving together. True. With that in mind. What would the profile and motive of the culprits be? Or could it possibly be familiars, chat? I mean, I know that's... We had, like, Celine in Trails of Cold Steel, and Vita Clotilde's, bird. Maybe it's like, maybe this is a familiars thing, and there's either people shape-shifting into wolves doing this, or perhaps some, special... battle mages doing this. It's a possibility. Huh, motive. Oh, I understand now. You're saying that a motive isn't apparent from these reports. Exactly. These monsters are intelligent as we suspect. They typically stay away from populated areas. That's a good point. The motive is 100, mental college would be the last place they look for food. There has to be some kind of hidden truth that explains their seemingly irrational behavior. Logically speaking, that doesn't make sense. So we're setting out in direction for the station yet? I think so. Somebody doesn't need to to areas now that information from the instant. Move things our way? That'll slide the CPGF with some submarine info at the very least. I agree. Every little clue and lead we can find will go towards helping the force. Phew, that's a relief. Here I was thinking we'd be spending the day blindly hunting monsters around. So I lied. Ready to suggest we begin our investigation. Let's see. I'll start with Antomicx Village, the first area let's attack. So the Antomicx core was the most detailed. Maybe we'll be able to gather more clues to start the thing. That sounds like a good start. Antomicx Village to the northeast. Yeah, we should be able to get there, I think, most from the east side. Needless to say, this is our first mission outside the city. We don't know what we're heading into, so let's make sure we're well prepared. Makes sense. So anyways, check any new support requests that have come in too. Alrighty. A new day in Crossbell begins. Let's move people around. That's better. Alright, what requests we got? Overdue book retrieval. Say library. Lawn quests. Alright. Agrees to use a new special bread recipe as let me hand. Morges. Oh, it's Oscar. Alright. Bring people to help us implement new servers here at the IBC. Oh, at the bank. Alright. Not making a report. Alright, so I'm gonna assume it's gonna be trying. I don't assume we should be trying to get these done first. Spud Tip, dumb question. Are there any hidden quests in Crossbell for this section? And also, can we finally get the fishing rod? Those would be my main questions at this point. Let's take a quick look. But finally, let us have a... I guess not. Oh, my question, Spudtip, was, is there any hidden quests in the city right now? Like unmarked quests or unmarked side quests? It's gonna be this guy then? Oh, hey there, sweeties. Didn't know you had enough free time to waltz into your rival's headquarters like that. Well, if you don't have anything better to do, how about taking some of this work off brands? Oh, okay, is this it? No, that's quite alright. We're actually on the new around. Oh, really? That's too bad. No matter. Sure, he'll be home. Or he's just come back here. Huh? What do you mean by that? Don't mind me, just talking to myself. Keep wasting your time here, and you might find that we've already gone and taken care of all your assignments ourselves. Oh, because of Estelle and their brother. Are they here? Arios is here. There's a book here. I just need Estelle and I'm assuming her brother or relative were up doing something else. Good to see you all. Hello, then, Arios. It's been quite some time, hasn't it? Ah, there's no need to be so nervous. You did a fine job handling it downtown. Your goals are all the matter before we intervened. Oh no, it was nothing really. I really would have sold the whole thing with a single stupid plate. Hell, I feel like he has us dancing in the palm of his hand, as they say. He said something about a bit more free time ever since those two arrived, so he's referring to Estelle and the other person. But yeah, I was wondering if there's any, like, hidden quests or unmarked quests that we could do at this point. So I know there's a couple of side quests, but not, like... I'm not sure about the other stuff. We finally go fishing. No, I still see the barrels. Alright, well, I just run to the bank then. To the bank. Ooh, fancy. You should look in the Belheim apartments in West Street. Alright. Let's start there. What? Well then, everything seems to be running smoothly. Thanks again. You've been a great help, Chief. This kind of outdoor is especially trying. What's that? What? Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. Oh, it's just scripting, Chief. I haven't seen you in some time, Chief. Oh, it's someone Tio knows. That voice. Oh, well, if it isn't Tio. How are you doing these days? Chief, is this man your boss? That's correct. He is my direct boss and the chief of the Orbital Staff Development Division. Specializes in orbital computer networking and acts as the head of the Epstein Foundation's crossbell branch. So that's who you call my supervisor. Everything appears to be running smoothly at the new division of the CPD. Quite relieved to see you doing well. Why don't you ever come by to deliver your reports, Tio? I'm quite worried about you. Is that the official explanation behind your gracious delivery of an orbital staff to the weapon shop for me that we can't even use? Cool. You know, now that you mention it, when did you mention that somebody from the Foundation dropped by pretty frequently? Well, you see, there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for that. Gah, I've really done it now. Tio's no doubt angry with me. But how could she expect me to leave a child like her to her own devices and say like this? Your behavior is suspicious, Chief. It's sus. Ah, what? What did you possibly mean? You know I can hear you, right? Please refrain from secretly leaving new equipment for me at different locations. I'm not trying for to say a scavenger hunt. That's lame. I see your point, Tio. I'm terribly sorry for all this, truly. Please don't be upset with me. It's precisely your behavior at times like this that sets me, Chief. Well, you're right. I understand. No, you don't. Aren't you being too harsh, Tio? I'm unable to help it. I'm irritated beyond comprehension. That's a good line. Go through the work, Tio. Yeah, concern yourself with me. I knew what she needs, but no. That's funny. Alright. Where's the side quest here? Is it you? Well, to International Banker Crossbell. Oh no, this is a surprise. It's been quite a while, hasn't it, Lloyd McDowell? Huh? You acquainted, Elie? Hello, Lanfei. Indeed, it has been a while. I haven't seen you since you returned from your studies abroad. Oh yes, that reminds me. Would you like me to inform Miss Croix of your arrival? She's currently overseeing Miss Michelle's operation, but I'm sure she'd rush back if I know if I were here. I'm glad to hear that Belle's still keeping herself busy. That's okay though, I'm not here to discuss anything important with her today. I'll visit another day when I have a chance. So, it's under your regards then. Mademoiselle always got connections to the IBC. Yeah, they seem to be pretty on friendly terms too. She has up all her image as the perfect noble lady. I can hear you, you know. Aren't we going to get work done here, Lloyd? Oh yeah, you're right, we are. Whoops, got a bit sidetracked. Please let me introduce ourselves. We're the Special Sports Squad from the IBC. Oh, my apologies, I'll explain the details immediately. You may have read about it in the paper, but the IBC will soon rely on its service to exchange Sepith. Such a source allow patrons to exchange Sepith at a higher rate than the average market value. I'll make out more though. Interesting. Service's purpose is to max the large reservoir of Sepith due to the scarcity of natural Sephium. I see it's unparalleled when it comes to design simply effective initiatives. You flatter us. However, the counterfeit and theft and Sepith counterfeiting, we've limited the service to IBC members for the time being. Our main goal right now is to make it so that we can store the Sepith in our terminals. We'd like for you to help us beta test this feature, hence the request. Here's the source. Please take this card. The latest present this card to me in exchange for a permanent exchange. Additionally, for this beta test, we'll need you to exchange a specific amount of Sepith. 30 of each type of substituted petition. What? Each type, got it. Sounds cool. Let's do this one. By the way, there's no requirement for us to toss them all at the same time. We turn little by little. What? No! We need the Sepith, though! No! No. I mean, we have enough, but I don't wanna. Fine. Take our Sepith, why don't you? Here. Say goodbye to all of our Mira. I mean, all of our future quartz. Although one thing I'm noticing, the exchange rate went up. For at least the lesser Sepith. Oh! Appears you've managed to exchange 30 Sepith aside. Just one moment, please. Let's reflect on guess. I'd like to convert 30 into Mira. Right, I see. Understood. I prefer the transaction with our employees is complete. There's an incident where an employee confused our Sepith and space but we were thankfully able to clear that up. The exchange rate is higher on the bank, that's what the quest is showing you. Oh, that's actually really cool, I like that. Thanks for the clarification. Look, I was confused, like, why am I getting more money for the lesser Sepith? I see. That's also pretty cool, I thought it would just be the same everywhere like this in Trails of Cold Steel, I guess the bank's different. Here's hoping things will run smoothly from now on. Guessing you got a bit of experience now, Nance. I'm glad you're able to be of service. Oh, of course, you've been an immense help. It's not much, but please take this broken. Oh, actually, that's good. 3 Tiara Bombs? Yes, please. And 2 Revive Bombs? Oh, thank you. Keep it coming. Yes! That's a rather generous reward. You people are loaded. But that's not all. You can keep using the VIP card I gave you earlier. You are a special guest, so you may continue to exchange service as you please. Please serve as a token of our thanks. Sure about this? Isn't this too much? It's supposed to be a service on privacy members only. You telling me we're getting some personal lines and Mademoiselle Elie here? Haha, I highly doubt that's the reason why. You're not giving a special treatment because of me, right, Lanfei? Of course not. Please visit if there's anything else in the future. Right, well, that was a thing. Alright, I'll definitely keep that in mind. And the next time we need more Sepith. Alright, so let's, now let's follow what you were saying, Spectip, and head over to the West, apartments. Okay, so where are the West apartments? Oh, West Street. Yeah, okay, I think I just noticed for it. Since we'll be heading past, our base anyway, might as well, turn in our first quest and hopefully get some error. Alright. One down. Head on over. Probably start this, the Oscar quest as well. Alright, Oscar, what you got? Hey, Lloyd! Back again already! Aha, you in the mood to chow down some bread? Not quite. Instead of chowing down, we'd like to help you. Huh? Did I? Please notify any other Osters on the premises of our arrival. Alright, clearly we got the wrong Oster, guys. Let's go look for the other Oster. Come on, Oster, we're on the job. Oh, yeah, I remember. I wanted to see if you guys could help me gather some ingredients for a new kind of bread. Usual supplies have been running out lately. We're all low on stock. Gotcha. Well, certainly can't bake without ingredients. You'd say that again, Mademoiselle Elie. So you guys mind lending me a hand? Of course. Where ingredients? Well, I've got plenty of flour and flour. I want you to gather 4 pieces of fish fillet and 3 monster eggs if you're up to the challenge. I mean, we got 3 pieces from the cat. Oh, actually, Spectip, if you're still here, do we gain the ability to fish in this chapter, or is cat food still the best thing we could possibly give the cat? That's it? We just knocked ourselves right on the outskirts of the city, no sweat. Alright, I guess we can get them outside of the city, so I guess it's no big deal. That's convenient. Okay, so literally hunting for ingredients. Alright. Never mind then. Let's keep on going. Keep on. I think Belheim Apartments is here. So, Spectip said you should look in the Belheim Apartments in West Street. So I think we're in Belheim Apartments. Let's see, okay, who's gonna do the side quest? Is it you? No, apparently it's not you. So don't be Lloyd's relatives? You? Oh, I think it is gonna be Lloyd's relatives. Alright. What's this gonna be about? Well, if it isn't Lloyd and his friends, I haven't seen you in quite some time. How's everything going? It's alright, I guess. Nothing more than a bunch of chores. Oh, don't sweat. Everyone starts out grunt work. While you're here, why don't I give you a few cooking tips? Even how many calories you must burn, it's crucial. Oh, okay, never mind. So it's not a side quest, it's just a recipe. That meant for the tips, what tip? Juicy steak, yes! Okay, what's this one do? Please be good. Oh, that's good. That's definitely good. Strength 25% HP? Nice. Very nice. Plus, we might be able to cook quite a bit of that if we dip some black pepper and give it salt. Alright. Alright. I think the last side quest was where again? Overdue buck in the city library. Alright, we'll get that quest started and then we'll wrap things up. Where's the library, actually? Oh, is it probably in the administrative district? Whee! Here we are. Is it you? Hey, Uncle Miles. Good to see you. Don't borrow more books. Actually, we're here for your request. Oh, it's Uncle Miles. You're asking to help look at some books. By golly, you're right. Let's chat, shall we? I just want the details. Of course, it's not you're doing me here, some more patrons are bringing over the books. I'd like you to look and return with me. I understand. Doesn't sound too bad to me. Sure, do you have their address? Yep. Numerous side of the laboratories. It's Faye, who lives in Belheim Apartments on West Street. We were just there! Next we have Claris from Acacia Apartments on East Street. Lastly, we have Raymond from the CPD headquarters. Raymond, you must stop embarrassing us. I'm sorry, Uncle. I wasn't expecting someone from forced to lack punctuality. Don't worry about it. I was hoping that we were so engrossed by the contest with this corrupt return time. Sounds that your hopes are highly unlikely. There are quite a number of people out there who pay no regard to the rules. What? The heck are you looking at me for? No reason. Actually, all the reasons. It's all your fault, Randy. Anyway, objective is clear. Choose the books ASAP. Sure, we can see all through. Yeah, you would. Alright. Belheim Apartments, East Apartments, and what was the third one? Oh yeah, the CPT force. Isn't that in the administrative district? I think it is, actually. Wasn't Raymond the, this guy? Yeah. How's it going, Detective Raymond? Oh, if it isn't the SSS, you guys got some business, right, Tim? Yeah. Oh, we see right through you, Raymond. The real culprit here is you. What? Randy, cool with the points, okay? Because I ain't clever. Oh, come on. Well, I'm a police officer, aren't I? I had to pull out that line at least once in my life, you know? What's this going on about? I'm sorry about the Detective Raymond. You're from across from the library. You wouldn't happen to have an overdue book, would you? Oh, darn it. Now that you mention it, I'm pretty sure I have one. Yeah. So, Detective Raymond, do you perhaps misplace this book of yours? Psh, no, I don't think so. Why answer any then? I don't look for it. Let me guess, this book is not appropriate. Women Who Changed the World. Alright, it's a history book. That's not bad. Phew, thank goodness. Really love this event though, right? Though I have to ask, what inspired you to check out this particular book? To my knowledge, it's a very sensitive account of historic female figures and the incredible feats they've accomplished. Yeah, well, when I saw the title, I thought I was checking out a photo album with a bunch of hot women from across town. Wow! Detective Raymond has no shame. After I cracked the thing open and realized that it was definitely not that, I just kind of left in a drunk draw about it. I don't think that library is the right place to search for that kind of book, you dum-dum. Well, we got the book locked, so all well then, well, appreciate your cooperation. Alright. I think they said Belheim Apartments. They said Faye, so Assuming that's you? Yep. Don't look like Faye is in right now. Maybe we'll ask for... Pansy. Hey, Pansy, you know where your dad's working? Oh, you're Marty's friends, aren't you? Need something? Yeah, we need to ask your dad a question. Stop on Vista Trunk. Won't be after another 2 months. Oh, no. Oh, that's right. No. Not start going through his stuff without permission. You guys looking for something? Yes, we're here to retrieve a library book. You recall? Didn't mention it? Is it the one I'm reading right now? Mind if I check the look? Sure. Stamp from the library, that's probably one. Oh, Philly. Seriously, Dad, I can't believe you'd leave on a business trip without returning your book. Sorry about that. Mind taking the book back in for me? Consider no. Lady didn't apply for an extension at the library's front desk. No, it's okay. That's not how I was just looking through it. It's pretty worn, actually. Hey, do you even read the title? Train Fanatic. Rex. That definitely sounds like a niche literature to me. My dad borrowed it to try to get me interested in becoming a railway engineer. I'm not going to fall for his tricks that easily. No siree, so yeah, feel free to turn it to me. Oh, is this gonna be like a running gag? Pansy's just gonna try to avoid becoming the railway engineer, and her dad's gonna be like, come on, Pansy. Become a railway engineer. Alright. Can we actually read these books? Hold on. I guess... Oh, we can read this one. So we have Erebonian Empire, Leanne Sandlot, Saint Sandlot, the Valkyrie led the Eyes from Battle. Yep, her again. Supposedly the Lance Maiden. Next we have Sheena Dirk, activism behind the Democratic Revolution. Interesting. Liberal Alicia II from 100 Days War to Non-Aggression Pacts. Term that applies to the... of course it's influential in some way. Alright. Interesting. I see that we're still getting allusions to the Lance Maiden. I want to know more. Well, too bad, Antomicx, you can't learn more. Elie, what are you doing here? I'm just here to troll you. Darn it, Elie. Alright. The last one was on East Street, so I'm assuming it's this apartment complex. You got the quest from Valheim Apartments or just the book? I didn't honestly find any quest in Valheim Apartments. Fuck him. I got a recipe. I guess I must have missed the guy. I'll head back there in a second. I said this was in here, right? Acacia Apartments on East Street. Is this Acacia Apartments? Well, I mean, I got like the... So I got a recipe and I got a book from Kay, but... Oh, wait, there's a spot here. Oh, I completely forgot about it. Wait! Did they say Seeker? Oh, that's how Lloyd knows her. So, whoever that soldier that was next to the commander was, she must have grown up here. I see. That's why Lloyd recognized her. Okay. Oh, I flew for oh dear, this one's long overdue. Maybe a last to marry. Memory. Feel more forgetful with age. I'm sure Noelle wouldn't let me hear the end of this if she found out. Okay, is it Noelle's Seeker? Anyway, please wait here for a moment while I get for you. It's a small world, isn't it, chat? What should be the one? Mark and the Witch Part 1? What? Oh, this book. What's up, Mademoiselle Roy? You read this book? Yes, actually. It's one of the most popular fairy tales at the library. Where my neighbor Serena goes to work, she always asks if I can watch her after her little brother you did. So, I thought that it might be a fun idea to read books together, which led me to this one. I'm glad I was so taken in by it. Oh, really? I kind of want to read it now, too. Oh, thank you very much for the cooperation. Okay, now I'm curious. What is this book? Hold on. Mark and the Witch of the Deep Fortress by Sean Arnhem. Once upon a time, in a certain farming village, there lived a boy named Mark. Mark's father was an adventurer, and wherever he came home, he would tell grand stories of the places he visited. Mark respected his father, and retold the other children in the village his love stories as well. For the children living in such a remote village, adventure stories were very exciting. And everyone took a liking to Mark's stories. On one such occasion, Mark began such a tale. Today, I want to tell you about the witch that my father met. To the north of Mark's village lies a great forest, where a witch is said to dwell. His father told him that he had met his witch deep within the forest. The listening children imagined what the witch looked like and what magic she would use. They then began asking Mark questions. Mark faithfully answered each in turn, but one boy suddenly declared, all your stories are lies. They gotta be. This boy, Ron, was known to be a bit of a bully. He would always look for faults in the stories Mark told, and Mark always got mad when the credibility of his father's adventures was. There's no way my dad would lie about this. Oh yeah? Then how? Show us the witch. Bring her here. Ron unrenned. Mark angrily grabbed hold of Ron. The two began to scuffle, drawing the attention of some nearby adults who broke up the fight. Though not the strap had been settled, Mark's anger had not. That night, Mark mulled over his words and the reaction from that day, and he made up his mind. He would not stay quiet. He would show Ron. He'd show that his beloved father was not a liar. He fetched the torn cloak his father had left behind, put a loaf of bread in a backpack, and rushed out of the house. I'll find the witch and bring her back. That'll show Ron who's a liar from around here. Relying only on the adventurous spirit of inherited from his father, Mark ran toward the forest in the dead of night. The shadowy forest was eerie. Every tree rustled as the wind blew. Far in the distance, the sounds of howling monsters could be heard at times. Mark trembled as he continued. As his father's story went, the witch would have a small hut somewhere deep in the forest. This is gonna be like Hansel and Gretel or something, except mine is Gretel, it's just Hansel. But no matter how much Mark explored, he saw no signs of it. He started the journey bursting with energy. His pace slowed, became more tired, eventually found himself lost. I wonder if the witch really even exists. Mark began losing faith as he became more tired. Is something wrong? Or actually, wait, no, I got out of here. Is something wrong? Startled, Mark turned to face the sudden voice. There had been nothing he'd known moments ago, but now there stood a black-robed girl. She appeared to be the same age as Mark, yet Mark did not know any kids from his village that looked like her. Who are you? Mark stammered. He thought it was very strange for a girl to be out here this late night. I'm Anna. I'm a witch who lives in the forest. Not to be confused with Emma. Alright. Interesting. Alright. I see. It's gonna be like... I see what's happening. Fun little fairy tale. Alright. The funny thing is, I'm not sure whether that's a fairy tale or that's just a historical account, because we know that witches exist in this universe because of Emma Milstein, so... There's always things to consider, isn't there, chat? Alright, so Smudtip has clearly said that there's some quest in Bellheim Apartments, so clearly I'm missing something. Question is what, though? I thought I talked to everyone, but I guess maybe not. What did I miss? Is it you? No. Talk to him. Should be in the different other parts. I mean, there's nothing here, Smudtip. Or we find something new at the apartment. It's just him talking about that. What am I missing here? Or is this like something? It might be like that. All right. Oh, at least thanks for the heads up, Smudtip. I also have to come back here later, maybe after we get a little bit further on the main quest. Since that seemed to be the case last chapter as well. I appreciate all the tips, Smudtip. It's very helpful. So again, thank you very much for letting me know about the stuff in a non-spoilery way. Now that being said, we can at least finish this fetch quest. Well, this is not the library. This is the library. All right, let's great. Let's let you mention them back in one piece. Thanks again. Perfect to hear that. Is complete your request. Alright. Well, let's head on in and report what we found. And then wrap up for tonight. Let's allocate that. Oh, you're promoted. Oh, an information quartz. That's good. Is that the same as what we... I'll have to check. Hold on a second. Oh, it's this quartz. Alright. Simply would be quite good. Who'd benefit the most from it, though? That's the question. And Lloyd would get, go up even further than that, but what would that get, Lloyd? Okay, so... Oh, wow! Confused lower levels. Interesting, so it gets Lunar Craze. And 5 with those others would give us Hollow Sphere for stealth. Interesting. Might also be able to get Galleon Tower. Blind 100%? Wow, that's something. That's quite something. Part of me that wants to... It's also a Chaos brand, but... Blind 100%. Alright. Wish we could give that to Elie. I don't think we have enough. Actually, we might have enough setup for another line for her. Let's take a look. Do we have enough setup to give Elie another slot? Probably not, knowing our luck. But we'll try. Oh, we don't. Darn it! Oh well. Well, something to consider for next stream. I think we'll have to leave it there, though. Let's, we'll wrap things up right here, chat. Yep, all in all, great stream tonight. And just a reminder that I'm on vacation next week, so there's no stream next week. So there's stream this Thursday, I'll be a Heartwell Dev stream, but then next week no stream, then we pick up the following Tuesday. So anyway, I'll wrap things up here, chat. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to stick around for Raid, but if you're watching on YouTube and like what you saw, please consider subscribing on YouTube. If you're subscribing on YouTube, don't always change your mind later. Support wishes, support. If you're watching YouTube, I hope you have an amazing night.